What's up, everybody? This is your boy Kanal, aka Black Man Travels, and Mr. Fearless Podcast. How you doing, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing right, man. Happy Friday. Can you hear me loud and clear? Fearless, can you hear me?
Yeah, I think. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, I thought it was a little delay, man. But anyway,
Oh.
hey, let's get the show loud and popping, man. We have a first. This is gonna be a joint live podcast with Fearless. And we have an interesting topic for today, guys. We felt like we wanted to get straight into the conversation. We also have two special invited guests to for them to actually speak on the issue and what's going on, and also get two different perspectives. One as an Airbnb host and and as well as a traveler. So it's gonna be an interesting conversation, guys. Get your drink out. We're gonna have a great time. It's Friday. It's cold outside. It's about 20 degrees here in Atlanta. What 30 degrees in Texas for you?
Oh yeah, it's different. It's a little cold. We're not used to this.
Yeah, man, we're not used to this either, man. But hey, we're gonna have a great conversation. Bring out your drinks, man. Fearless gonna bring out it's gonna be a smoke session for
Smoke show, baby. It's car time.
He's about to get in someone's ass, man. So hey, this is gonna be a real conversation. And again, guys, we want you guys to be highly engaged. Feel free to jump into the conversation in the comment section. Definitely shout out to all the people who's actually watching the live show we just started. We're about to enter the conversation. So with that being said, I'm gonna start off with you, Fearless, man. What's been going on with you? Give us a rundown, and also let's talk about the topic.
Well, I just traveled, got back from Thailand and DR over the course of the holidays. So
Yeah,
I just been relaxing this year. So still got some things planned. I know we're doing Mexico City.
yeah.
We're gonna do that in April, and I think August is gonna be Cali, Colombia.
Yep.
And I'm gonna do a few trips in between. So I'm just preparing those, ready to go.
All right,
Also,
cool.
just continuing with the podcast, getting the travel channel back up. YouTube didn't like my controversial videos previously, so we decided we had to start all over and do that again.
All right, cool, man. So definitely, guys, if you have not subscribed to Fearless Podcast channel, please subscribe it. He has a lot of great content, a lot of mature content. So, guys, if you're looking to better yourself as a man and just do grand things, definitely check him out. So, with that being said, guys, today's topic is the foolishness that's been happening all over Colombia. Now, keep in mind, for the past 3 weeks, somehow Colombia continued to bring me back in because I thought I was completely done with Colombia, but somehow with all the druggings and robbers and now fighting with inside these Airbnb spot over money, we're gonna actually talk about it. And guys, guess what? We got live footage, so we're gonna do a live reaction. We're gonna give you guys our take on the situation as travel veterans. And again, it's kind of a shame. These guys are our age, Fearless. I was ashamed by that. I'm like, yo, these
Don't put me
dudes
with
my
them
age.
old heads, man. Don't put me with them old heads.
I mean, I'm not ashamed to say, hey, I'm old, man. So hey, I just look good for my age. I don't look my age, but to see that was just point blank embarrassing. And the fact that they made national news.
Age does not equate to wisdom. So you can still be old and stupid.
Man, and my thing is, how can you have 3 grown men sharing an apartment?
One, 2, 3. Actually, 4.
Ah,
It was 4 of them.
man, fellas, if you don't got the money to actually invest or purchase in a nice grand place with 4 dudes, don't travel. That's just my take. I mean, don't waste your time to travel. I mean, 4 guys sharing an apartment, it's kind of embarrassing. Especially if it's a tiny apartment, because that apartment looks tiny. I mean, based on the layout. So let's go ahead and have this conversation, man. Again, we're about to go in, and I'm going to give you guys a live reaction how things are. Then at 11 o'clock, we're going to bring on our special invited guest. He's going to give us his perspective as an Airbnb villa owner, but also as a worldwide traveler as well. And we also got our other special guest, our Colombia tour, Carlos. He's going to come in and give us the current state that's going on in Colombia. Right now, Colombia is not playing, man. They're not playing. They're shutting down a lot of stuff. And you guys need to know what's going on before you plan your next trip out there to Colombia. With that being said, are you ready to do this, man?
I'm ready to do this. Do you want to give them a brief a synopsis of what we're about to play so they
Yeah, you know what?
understand
I'll
the
let you do
background?
it. I'll let you do it.
So there are some gentlemen that are, we're going to take some context from the video. There's some guys that are in Cartagena. It looks as though they was a girl that was invited over for a night or a day of pleasurable activities. At the end of that became a discussion about money and how much was owed. And I'm going to end it there and let the video speak for itself.
It's embarrassing. I'm sorry to say. It's freaking embarrassing. But we're going to play the video. You ready?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Say she is a scammer. Put her on Instagram. Put her on Instagram and YouTube telling her she's a scammer. So motherfuckers won't fuck with her. So she won't get no business.
Crazy people.
No business.
Crazy people. Crazy people. No pay me. Fucky. Everything today, tonight. No me for me. No me, no nothing. Nothing. No quieres. No. Bas. Men. My hombre. Bas. Men. Bas. Bas. You are no more for me. I like it. No, I like it.
Yeah, put her on Instagram. Put her on YouTube.
Mal parido.
Put her on Instagram. Put her on YouTube.
Mal parido. No me toques más porque te va a reventar el celular. Parido.
Don't leave this bitch in here with all your shit in here.
No, she got to go.
You do.
Pause it for a second.
I don't trust her. Don't leave her in here by herself.
I can't actually pause it because it's on the StreamYard. So
I want to
play it, it has
discuss
to
some
run
of
through.
we can replay it. I'm sorry. I want to discuss some of the things that they were talking about beforehand.
Yeah, go ahead.
I understand them filming, but the reason they were filming was to say we want to embarrass this girl. She's a prostitute. You're not going to embarrass her. I don't, and even if you try to put her video out and try to warn other mongers that go there, they don't care. They still going to talk to her if they see her out and think she's pretty. So none of that really mattered what they did. It didn't make sense to me.
One thing, guys, already just being in that situation is extremely uncomfortable for me. I, for one, as a man, a professional man at that, cannot put myself in that situation while recording it. So these guys were stupid just to record the incident, which didn't make any goddamn sense because if anything, the recording actually backfired. So now, like, the guys kept saying, you know what, hey, put it on Instagram, put it on YouTube. Nah, dude, you're on Instagram, you're on YouTube, you're on WhatsApp.
So I disagree with you. I disagree with you in one sense.
Go.
I don't think it's a problem for them to record, meaning if they were recording to protect themselves, record. But they were recording to put it on YouTube. That's the stupid part. That was the dumb part.
And the thing about this, about recording, okay, you want to record it to protect yourself. I get it. Now, what about when the thing, because I'm in marketing, I could take that same video and spin it any type of way I want it. So you had a certain objective, how you're going to paint this person as a bad person, as a scammer or whatever, but I could take the same video and make you look bad. And the fact that she looked kind of like she was drugged out, drunk, whatever, she didn't look healthy. And that's not a good situation to be in, especially in today's climate. You don't want to put yourself in an environment like that when someone look like they've been drugged or high on some type of substance. You just don't want to put yourself in that environment. And the fact that you're recording it, that makes you more like a predator.
Yeah.
Again, I'm looking at it from a business corporate branding perspective, not from, nah, man, you got to get her. She's scamming you. No, I'm looking at it from a different angle. I mean, do you see it the same way? Or, I mean, again, you could push back if you want.
I'm not going to put myself on film to show the whole world that basically I'm paying for some punani. I don't know why guys think that is a good thing to show. Yeah. Basically, it shows that you really can't get girls. You have to pay for the women, and then the women you pay for, you can't even keep. How stupid is that? So, I'm like a submarine. I want to move discreetly. I don't want nobody to know I'm there, undercover, whatever I'm doing. I want my business to be discreet. And they were not discreet at all. And the sad thing is, I don't know whose girl it was, if they was all their girls, but if I was the person who had nothing to do with it, now you just put my business out there. And I'm like, this ain't even my girl. Why am I getting blamed for some shit that I have nothing to do with?
Facts. Now, guys, I'm using my Google Photos to play this video, so we could actually play and pause. So this is going to be really more of a live reaction. So I'm going to take it where we left off. All right, she's recording.
So she was smart. She said, you recording me, I'm going to record you.
Yeah, put it on Instagram, put it on YouTube. Put it on Instagram, put it on.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
Malparido. No me toques más porque te va a reventar el celular. Parido.
Again, guys, you recording this right here is not a good look at all. Regardless if she's trying to scam you, whatever the situation is, you recording her in that state of mind makes you look like a certain type of person.
Yeah.
So that alone, and the fact that it's 4 dudes or 3 dudes in that room and just her, that's even worse. That you put yourself in that situation to even be in all of this. We'll continue to play it.
Don't leave this bitch in here with all your shit in here.
No, she got to go.
I don't trust her. Don't leave her in here by herself.
She's smart. She know exactly what she's doing.
Half an hour is only both original price.
Tomada de dinero.
Show the money, take outside.
Yeah.
Outside, all the way out.
Now, guys, the fact that she's recording them, she's telling everyone her story.
Yep.
But guess what? Her story is going to pick up more watches than these guys' story.
Correct.
Because she's playing as the victim. You see how easily she was able to twist that around? I mean, do you see that?
And the fact that the passport brothers already getting a bad reputation, this just adds fuel to the fire.
Yep.
Mi amigo tiene la dinero para ti.
Let's go.
Mi amigo tiene dinero
If she don't want to go, I will call
Él
her.
tiene $100 para ti. Él tiene $100 para ti.
All right, guys, we're going to give you guys a rundown of what they're talking about. Basically, whatever the arrangement was $100, right? Now, the question is, I'm not sure, was it $100 just for one person, or was it, I don't know. But the thing is, during their conversation, she actually increased the price to $150. Then 8 seconds later, she said $200. The guys are arguing with her. It's like, listen, we're not paying you $200. You could just take the $100, and then get out. But she said she's not leaving until she gets her money. So now, guys, you're in a situation, you can do two things. You can either just go ahead and pay it so she can leave and you have your piece and you can continue on your trip, or you're going to hit this bullshit.
And the thing is, you are going to pay somebody one way or the other, whether it's her, whether it's your Airbnb for damages or whether it's the police. So just make a choice.
And the crazy thing about this, and we're going to invite Esteban to come on the show as an Airbnb owner. He has several luxury apartments throughout Colombia and Dominican Republic. He's going to speak to you as an owner and what he experienced when people destroy his property. Now, granted, again, guys, you could have easily just paid her money and have her go about her business, but you felt like, hey, I'm going to not pay her, stay on my ground. Well, I guess to stand on my business and see what happens. And guess what happens next?
I'm not going to defend the guys. I'm not going to defend them real quick before you start.
Yeah.
I'm not going to defend them, but I know I've been in situations where the price changes on anything, whether I'm buying something and I'm angry and agitated. So I understand that the entire way. And I've had it when I've told you a story when I was in Dominican Republic. I took a taxi to Zona Colonial, cost me $2. I took a taxi back, dude charged me $25 because I didn't negotiate the price beforehand. I couldn't fight him. I was like, you got me, you got me. What their problem was, I don't think they had the negotiation straight before this started. If you are going to do some pay for play, you have to have a negotiation and vet the person prior to coming in. Because if she was hood on the streets and acting hood before you seen it, she's gonna be hood when you bring her in. There's nothing that's gonna change the hood. I don't care how attractive you think she is. If she's gonna be hood, she's gonna stay hood. And so you didn't vet her correctly, and these are the consequences of trusting a big butt and a smile.
¿Quieres unos dólares o no?
You
Chica,
got the money, right?
chica, ¿quieres unos dólares o no?
150 te dije. Que no me había sentido diciendo eso.
¿Qué más? What? What? ¿Qué? ¿Qué?
Okay, what? Okay, what?
¿Qué?
Sí, son $200.
No, $100, no más. No más, no más. No más. $100. Él te pregunta por 50 más. Ahora te pregunta por 100, 200. No.
Es mi bolso, dártelo.
No.
Tú, mi bolso, dártelo.
No, él dale $100 tu saber. Tu saber.
Baby, I don't have anything to do with you.
Dangerous people.
Oh, what
Él dale
Dangerous people.
Like he said, they
Él dale
just increased the price and said now it's $200. So I'm not sure, if she was angry because something happened. So now she's saying, forget it. You don't want to give me $150. I'm telling you it's $200. And how you gonna tell me different?
Yeah. She whatever the agreement amount before they entered the room was $100. Suddenly she got mad at $150. Then within 8 seconds from that $150, she jumped to $200. And the guy saying, "Okay, what?" He was saying, "What?" And so he's kind of, he's speaking some decent Spanish, but you could tell like, she kind of checked out. She already made a decision. She's not budging because she does this. So, and one thing, I got some inside scoop on this person. She's known to do this. So, and what guys would normally do, they just pay it all because they don't want the trouble with the police. But these guys want to stand on business, and they got the police involved. So, what's gonna happen now, guys? All this is gonna go from left to shit show within 5 minutes. That tells you how fast things could go left wherever you are in the world. You thought that, hey, this person, you're arguing about a little $50 difference, now to you literally making things really bad, where it's just bad. Here it goes.
Hey, Sean, did you show her money?
Yeah, but she still act like she don't want the fucking money.
But
She trying to extort you, man.
What's the rate on the
Don't worry about the rate. It's just the fact that you offered her the money. Now she act like she don't want to take the fucking money.
She don't.
She's trying to twist us out of trying to get some more fucking money.
Yeah.
She need to go.
Yeah.
She like, I
She
don't
need to go.
care what you saying. Nothing you saying to me makes any difference. It's going like one ear, not the other. She like, no matter what you say, it's still $200. No, I don't care what you talking about. I said 100 in the beginning, but now it's 200. And she got the and look like, and what? And
Hey, isn't this is the so-called matrix woman that a lot of these passport bros always talk about, like run away from them? So it's kind of ironic that the women they so-called like to bash and blames for everything, they go to these other countries and deal with the same type. It's
same
ironic.
And even worse. That's the sad part.
That's
I can't travel 2,000. Worse
Still
than
there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You travel 2,000 miles to hook up with something worse than what you get in the United States.
Yeah, it just don't make any sense, man. It doesn't make any sense at all. I'm gonna let it play, guys. Here we go. It's gonna go straight to shit show in a few seconds, man.
You know what the fuck you doing.
Oh shit!
You trying to twist this out of more money.
There's something that happened before.
Fuck you! Oh my God.
Jump through the shit show, and we'll get there. And I think this is where they made their mistake. They got aggressive with her.
Yeah, this was the turning point, guys. Now, again, in the comment section, guys, let us know what you think. You feel free to push back on what we're saying. But again, these guys are my age. I mean, I'm older than Fearless for today, but it's just guys our age should not be acting like this. Guys who've been traveling the world for years should not be conducting themselves like this. This is embarrassing. The fact that they allow themselves to put themselves in that situation for $50 tells me a lot about how they move.
See it, baby. No.
There goes the mistake.
You saw that, right?
That's where they effed up. They effed up right there. Effed up. If you can film her and not be mad, and she not get mad, you can't be mad at her filming you.
Now I'm gonna play this again, guys. This is the turning point. Like every situation, there's the turning point. There's that pivotal moment where like things could go left for the worst, right for the shit show. And this is where everything changes. Watch the aggression starts.
Baby. No.
You knock a Colombian chick's phone. Guys, let me tell you something about Latin America. Well, even the States, women love their phone, but in Latin America, that phone is their lifeline. So if that phone could have easily got cracked, broken, whatever, that's her lifeline.
Correct.
So the fact that you literally knocked that phone off her hand, that's disrespectful. You're already saying all these crazy things at her and she's just sitting there taking it from you. Now you decide to take your hand and slap that phone out of her hand. Now, if you were to do that to any man, that's fighting.
Exactly.
So don't be surprised if she decides to react a certain way because you actually made the shit worse by you slapping that phone off her hand. And again, in Latin America and most countries outside the US, that phone is their laptop, is their desktop, is their everything.
Now imagine this, bro. My phone, I got a Samsung. It's like $1,200. That is like $200. That's 6 months rent. Can you imagine that? You got 6 months rent on the phone?
Yeah,
right. That's a treasure.
Yep. So here we go, guys.
Exactly. Take that bitch outside. Come on, motherfucker outside. Take it outside. Take it outside.
The video, no.
Take it outside.
Mira, touch my face, touch my face.
Come on.
That's my cell phone. She's telling me.
Guys, she's telling them. Look, it's crazy. She's telling them, you cuss me out, no problem. You feel me, no problem. You touch my cell phone. You touch my cell phone. Now this is where things gonna get bad.
You need to leave.
Touch my cell phone. Touch my cell phone.
Delete her shit. Delete her shit.
Touch my cell phone.
All
Stop
right.
there. Can you rewind that? Because usually, if you drop something, like if I've dropped something in the kitchen, or I hit something that breaks, my first reaction is like, oh, like a hesitation. Like I seen something break. I'm nervous. She does not flinch, bruh. She don't flinch at all. Watch her face. She's like, look. And that's what she said. No flinching. Oh, I messed up. Oops, I'm sorry. It was the F you.
Now this is where things goes bad. We do have our special guest in the back, Esteban. I want to bring him on so he could like chime on this, and we can also play the other videos as he's on because he owns several villas in Dominican Republic as well as some luxury apartments in Colombia, and he could speak on from that perspective as an Airbnb owner when people destroy his property or when so-called guests destroy properties, and and give his take. And also too, he's a world traveler. I met Esteban in New York. He's a really cool guy, and I want to bring him on the show. So let's take the time to do that. And again, guys, we still got more videos. We're going to actually do a live reaction, but we're going to bring on guests as we continue to do these live reactions. What's up, Esteban? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm still in the office, but I want to say that I'm agreeing with Fearless 100%. I agree everything he's saying. When you're traveling, I've been watching the show and I've been just going over the videos and stuff like that. And when you're traveling, you have to understand that you are a guest in another country. You have to understand that you are subject to their laws. You're also subject to their stereotypes. When you're dealing with women of the night, you're dealing with a criminal element, straight up and down. That those people are really, they're not going to church on Sunday. They hang around other criminals. You know what I mean? So when you go and you're dealing with that type of element, you will expose yourself to problems. Now, when I looked at this video, there was a lot of things that I saw that I didn't like. Number one, the girl looked inebriated. She looked like she was on drugs. So there's no way to tell if she did it herself or they gave it to her. She could easily say that, first of all, these guys didn't speak any Spanish. One guy spoke 30% Spanish. He didn't understand anything. So if they were to call the police, she's going to be able to speak to the police in her language, and she's going to be able to spin the story in her way, and they're going to believe her. She's going to say, well, these guys gave me drugs. They all had sex with me, and they don't want to pay me. It'll be a big story, completely different than what happened. So I saw that. I was like, oh, wow. First, I see there's 5 guys there. There's not 3. There's not 4. There's 5. There's the brother that's over there sitting there watching the football game. The guy who's recording. The guy with the glasses. The guy with the flowery shorts. And then the main guy, right? Now, you looked at that woman. Any one of those guys could beat her to death. She didn't look like she was scared at all.
Nope.
So hold on one second. Hold on 1 second. 1 minute.
Who stood up? She didn't care one bit.
No. And the fact that her hand is like literally.
So all right, I'm back. All right, so that tells me that this girl does this all the time. So these guys were in a situation that they should have got themselves out of really quickly. It was $50. I would have turned around. I would have told the guys, look, $10 each. Yes, fine. Get her out of there immediately. You know what I mean? So now they're in an Airbnb. She broke the table. That table's more than $50. That table's when you go and you do damage to the apartment, and you have to pay for everything. You have to pay for everything. You have to pay for the damage that's done. You're gonna get kicked out. And then you got to deal with the police, and you can't bribe every cop. You know what I mean? Not all cops are bribable. Some of them will put you in a hole and leave you there for a week, 2 weeks before you get any before you can even contact your people. So that whole situation was bad.
Let me ask you this: you being an owner of several luxury rentals in Dominican Republic and Colombia, have you? And I'm gonna tell you this: they destroy the apartment first. That's the number one thing they do all the time. This is not a isolated incident. This happens all the time. You have women that are scammers. They don't care. They know that you're there in a rented apartment, so they destroy the apartment. It happens all the time.
Another thing is, I know you have your apartments. I don't think we understand some things. I'll tell you an example. I remember when I was in DR and one of my buddies, it was like a little plastic chair that they always sit outside in, and he broke it. It was by accident. And he was like, well, I'm going to give you like $5. The woman looked at him like, $5? This thing is like $30. He's like, oh, you trying to scam me? She wasn't. the prices overseas for certain items are 100 times more than what you would pay in the States.
Exactly.
So
a lot of it is imported.
States, correct, for $50, it might be $300, $400 in another country. And I don't,
He's
I don't
right.
think
He's right.
in that.
Now, have you ever experienced any situation with any of your properties in Colombia and Dominican Republic where
I had
the
an
guests
even worse
destroyed it?
situation? I've had even a worse situation. This happened 3 months ago, and didn't happen with a pay-for-play person. These two people were in, this guy, he has a girlfriend in Colombia. And for some reason, they got into an argument. She wanted to leave. He didn't let her leave. Like, he was stopping her from leaving. She called the police and said that she was being kidnapped. The police came in force. They broke down every door till they found her. They wrecked 4 apartment doors. Like, they came in, they went right past our security, and they broke 4 down doors and they found her. And it's a simple argument. She just wanted to go. Like I said, you're a guest in that country. She called the police and said she was being kidnapped, and they came in force. There was about 30 cops. I'll show you the video later, Kino. It was crazy. So you're a guest, and they're always gonna take their side, almost always. Almost every situation. Car accidents, arguments, whatever.
I agree.
So my question is, what do you do in that circumstance? Since I've rent Airbnbs, but I've never had an issue with something missing or gone wrong.
All right, well, all right, it's a long process, right? You have to go through the resolution center, right? So what you do is you have to have receipts for all of the furniture that you have. So you're gonna pay, you're gonna be charged the price of the piece of furniture as if it was brand new. So we're gonna submit, all right, our receipts. Let's say in this situation they broke that table. I have a receipt, and let's say I paid $600 for that table. So I'm going to submit my receipt to Airbnb, and then Airbnb is going to ask you for it, and they're going to charge your account. They're going to charge your credit card. Or if you did it directly, I'm either going to take it out of your security, or I'm going to charge your credit card. So what happened with this particular guest that I had, it caused $3,700 in damage. I took a loss on that. So I ended up getting about $1,500 back, but I still took a loss. But that's what happens. Now I insist on security deposits when I'm renting outside of Airbnb, and that's a problem for the guests. You know what I'm saying? Because now you want to go and you want to rent the apartment, and I go, listen, I need a $500 security deposit, and you're like, what? I'm not gonna break your apartment, but that guy did. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that works. But you have to go to the resolution department, and you can lose your account. You're gonna get charged for it, and you can get banned from Airbnb, which hinders your travel options.
See, this is my problem, and I've said this a lot of times, and I got so much pushback when I say, like on your Facebook page, Kanal, or wherever, and I say, talk about the brothers, and I get the pushback to say, stay out of their pocket, let them move how they want to move. I don't move where, I'm not in the places where the Pookies and Ray Rays are. And I keep trying to explain that what the Pookies and Ray Rays do affects the people who have nothing to do with it. And you just proved my point, meaning I can be a great guy. I'm not having any issues in any Airbnb that I have. I'm not having none of that drama. And all of a sudden, I'm getting penalized for what some stupid passport bro done did and brought there. And that's how I try to tell individuals, what somebody does affects you. Don't think because you don't hang around them and you're not in the places that they are, it affects you. It not only affects you, as example, with the Airbnb that you have, now it affects the perception that brothers have when they go to another country, because they don't look at us as individuals. They're going to look at us as holistic. They did it to them, so I know you're going to do it. It's just how it is. When people from other countries, they thought everybody here plays basketball, knows Michael Jordan, just because they've never been here. That's the perception of it. So they think, oh, I seen these passport bros do this. That must be what they all do.
Yeah, I mean, the mere fact that if you black with a passport and you traveling, you instantly a passport bro, which is bullshit. I'm not a passport bro. I've been saying this from day one. I've been doing this shit for over 20 years top. I don't need a hashtag to define how I move or how to do certain things. I've been doing this shit way before the damn word even came up. But definitely, I want to get back to the topic because we've got some more video. And now that we got two guests, welcome to the show, Carlos. Carlos is a local of Cartagena. He could give us a real scoop of what people thinking. Carlos, are you there?
Yeah, bro, I'm here. Thank you so much, bro.
Hey, welcome to the show, man. So, Carlos, what do you think? I mean, what's going on in Cartagena? People talking about this video, or what's going on?
Yeah, man. Like in the tourism business, like everybody been talking around this video. What a shame for these guys, man. Like, I think like would it be like way easy for them like to fix the problem in other ways.
Yeah. So, guys, we got the second video we're gonna play. We want to get your reaction. Guys, due to the violence of this, we can't show the actual footage. Well, you guys are going to see some entertainment wrestling while you hear the background.
YouTube does not allow us to show it, fellas. I'm sorry. We're on their platform, and so since we're on their platform, we have to follow the rules. But I think if you listen closely to the background, you will have a
general idea
as to what's going on. And maybe we'll give you a narrative also.
Yeah, and the fact that, well, I have to play this video entirely because I don't have the video on my backdrop. So we're gonna let it play out, guys. Sorry we can't show you the actual video because it's violent. But you could get a general idea what's happening in the backdrop.
That's my cell phone. 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 That's my cell phone.
Get a purse. Get a purse. No. Get a
Not good.
This bitch. Not good. You done damaged the table.
Oh man.
I'm gonna laptop back. Here. Put my laptop back. Right over here. Yeah.
Give her money $79. This bitch is broke.
Yeah.
Just break the fucking table.
Hey.
So, brother, here's the thing. So just to give you a narration, once she broke the table, I call him Ike Turner. Ike Turner snatched her up, and the other brothers start grabbing her, and they're forcing her to go out. But what you don't see is, which really makes it look violent, is her shirt comes up where you see her bra exposed, partially her breast exposed, and they're fighting and battling with her. So imagine this. You live in a building, you see some guy, or you hear a woman screaming in the hallway, you look out, you see 4 dudes on top of her grabbing her.
That's the
best. What you think? What you think is going to happen? It's crazy how they did that.
Everybody gonna go against you.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's what they did. Like on the video, like I saw like some neighbors, they were like opening the doors, like they were asking themselves like, "What's up? What's going on here?"
Yeah, and that's the thing. The fact that after that they all went outside in the hallway. All the neighbors came down.
And the neighbors are going to be talking about, oh, these guys always come. And that's the stereotype. It's like these guys always come and they always do this. And these guys might have been perfect guests up until that moment. You know what I'm saying? But now you're going to get caught for what everybody else did.
And this is one of the things when now like it's getting harder to find like a guest-friendly Airbnb in the city. Because, you know,
Oh,
like,
forget
these
about it. It's so hard to find a guest-friendly Airbnb in Cartagena. They don't want it.
Especially within the city walls, it's virtually impossible. I mean, they let you know prior to booking your reservation, this is not a guest-friendly place. And it's because of the people that have done. And I'm going to address Marty where you say she acted like a complete retard and they should have known. Here's the thing somebody told me once when I said, this girl's crazy, I shouldn't have dated her. And they said, well, she's crazy. What does that make you? Meaning, if you meet the person and they a retard and you date them, what does that make the dudes? A retard person doesn't understand. A crazy person is crazy. Who's more crazy, the crazy person or the person who's dating the crazy person? So they were the retards if they vetted this chick and they found out how she was to bring her back to the house to discuss this with her. If they could see that she was not in her right mind when they first got her.
My thing is this: either you're a passport bro, I don't care if you're a passport bro or a passport pookie or whatever the next lingo word is, it's embarrassing. And the fact I'm looking at these guys' age, these are guys of my age. And I'm like, how the hell did you put yourself in that situation?
Could be my father without them.
I could be your father, man. I told you, like, my age difference, man. So it's just like, my thing is just like, as men, if you're trying to position yourself as so-called high-value man and all this other bullshit, act like such, man. Dude, it's $50, man. If she give it to her, man, if you making that money that you claim that you're making, $50 ain't nothing to you because you're gonna get your check in 2 weeks. So when dudes claim that they're making all this money, they live in this certain lifestyle, but yet crying about $50 that this person's trying to scam you, all right, dude, accept the L and come back home. They could this shit could have gone left. The thing is, she could have called her brother, her cousins, her friends, and literally put a hit on you.
You need to be situationally aware. If you knew she was scamming, you had to end it quickly. Like, okay, this is what I would suggest somebody do in that situation. She wants more money. I don't have more money. I have to go to the ATM. You got to come with me.
There you go.
You have to come. I don't have the money here. She's gonna say, I want the money. All right, I'm gonna give you the money, no problem. Come to the ATM with me. I'm not leaving you in my house. I'm sorry. That's over. That's not gonna happen. She's gonna understand that. And you get her out of the place in the public where she can't act the fool that way. And you can still give her the $50, whatever it is that she wanted. But you have to figure out what's happening quickly and then make your decision quickly. And a couple of bucks is a couple of bucks, because look what happens to these guys, right? Their reputation is ruined. Whoever seen that video is going to look at these guys completely different. They probably had to leave that Airbnb and go find another place. They probably had to pay those police officers, or if they ended up in the precinct, you know, there's that situation there. I'm sure the tour guide could speak to that part. What happens when you get arrested? What's the procedure? It's not like the United States where you have to be seen in a certain amount of time. You could be there a week, 2 weeks. But you have to figure out what's happening quickly and defuse the situation quickly. The guy snatching her cell phone was the stupidest thing he could have did. And yeah, it was terrible. It was just a bad situation. They should have realized what was happening quicker and paid her off and got her out of there. But if you have a situation like that, the goal is that they want money. You got to get them out the apartment, tell them, listen, let's go to the ATM. And then boom, you're out of the apartment, you're in a different situation, and you're pretty much halfway home free. All right? That's just my advice.
I got a question. I know that usually when you rent an Airbnb, it has a picture up. And I don't want to say do you discriminate, but are you able to, if there's that function where you have to have a picture, right? But you have to look at the reviews of the guests, how many times they stayed someplace and how many reviews they have. Just how we have reviews, the guests have reviews. So if you have somebody who has 20 trips and they have 5 stars all the way, everybody says this person is nice and quiet, blah, 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 then of course, I stay away from people who have no reviews. If you have no reviews, or if they say this person was loud, because people, you know,
there are hosts that say, "Oh, this person left my place a mess," or they did this, they did that. So you do have reviews. I look at the reviews also, and I deny people who don't have a picture. I deny people who don't have reviews or have like only 1 or 2 trips.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. My Airbnb and my other is a Barbio profile is like me looking like a church boy. I'm all smiling, looking all innocent, like like hey,
And good. That's good.
and it's funny, but all my reviews, it's interesting. All my reviews are all 5 stars. Like people, it's like, yo, great host. He keeps it clean. He's quiet. So like you said, they look at those things because like as you're going through the Airbnb profile, looking at their reviews, they're doing the same thing to you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I got a question there for the Colombian guy. Since you're on the ground, what is the perception of the passport bros or brothers that are traveling down there? I mean, since you're there, what are the locals saying? What's the local?
Man, so can I say the truth?
Brother, we only want the truth. That's why I'm called fearless. If you bring something up, you can't talk.
So, well, like a lot of people, that's a tricky question because a lot of people, they don't work with tourism. They think, all the brothers that come down here, everything they want is women and drugs. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But, as me, I work with tourism, I host brothers, I'm around with them. So I know, that's not true. Some of them, they just come down here for business, for other stuff, But majority of the locals, they think that that's it. They only come here for pussy and drugs, and that's it.
So, Carlos, would you say that that's how they view American or American blacks or American whites? So they perceive the race.
Well, they perceive even whites or black, they perceive like both. They would say like, oh, they only come down here for women and drugs. That's it.
Okay, so they're not going to Colombia to find wives. Hold up. So they're not going to Colombia to find wives, huh? Submissive women, wives that's gonna cook and clean for them and be a good wife.
What you say?
Not in Cartagena.
I'm being sarcastic.
Listen, like you can find like I say, you can find good women even like in the old city, in the clock tower, you can find a good woman. You just never know where they're gonna be at. Like people, if they get let me show my face. So if they get a bad experience in Colombia and then they generalize the whole country. Oh, you cannot find a good woman in Colombia. Hey, as I've been saying, good women, you can find a good woman in the clock tower. And I know this is not the right place to find a woman, but you can find them over there.
Yeah.
She could be walking around right now. But how somebody get a bad experience about Colombia, they just say judging the whole country.
But Carlos, let's be honest, they're not looking for a good woman. They're looking for a good time.
Yeah, true.
So let's just be honest here. If they're looking for a good woman, they'll put in more work. You have to understand, you got to surround yourself with a certain class of people. It is what it is. If I want to be around certain successful people, I will put myself in that situation. So these guys, is what it is, man. But I want to play this video, guys. This is when the police got involved, guys, and we're going to talk about it. 1 second.
What are neighbors?
And looking at this video, those people, they don't even know what they were doing. They were so lost, they didn't know, the guy on the rail, they didn't know what they were doing for real.
Yeah.
And I assume they got some money from them because majority of the case, police won't go there for free to help you. And then they didn't pay that girl, but they ended spending more money.
Exactly. They're gonna pay somebody.
Yeah. Somebody gotta get paid.
But I try to say the same thing when guys state, oh, Dominican Republic is full of prostitutes or Colombia.
Don't get me started with that.
The problem is if I come to the United States and I go on West Hollywood or somewhere here in Dallas and I go down to where the prostitutes are and I say that's all of Dallas, that's how I'm mistaken. If you go to the places where the red light district is and the prostitutes are there, of course you're going to find prostitutes. You can't look for a wife. So the gentlemen who say they want something more, they looking for something more. You did not find yourself in those areas. Just like you said, I'm sure that if I go to Cartagena, that if my goal is not to find those girls, I won't even be attracted to them. I won't look for them. I'll have a whole different perspective and a whole different travel than somebody else who that's all they looking for.
Look, I'm gonna say this.
Can't function without that.
I'm gonna say this, man. It is what it is. People don't like to hear the truth. If we travel to a country, you fat, sloppy with braids, smelling like pork, you're not gonna attract the same type of chick that I go out and pull. It is what it is. Now, granted, if we go to a place that is just a pro destination, that is what it is. We're all paying the same price. But more than likely, you probably pay more than I pay. So, but the thing is, I choose to go out there and explore these countries and see for what it is. I'm not stuck on stupid based on a park, based on a clock tower. No, I go out there. I want to find the lounges. I want to find the rooftop parties. I want to find like festivals, events that I can actually go to. That's my style. So my thing is that situation, that would never, ever, ever, ever be me. Because for one, I would not put myself in that situation. Two, I would not have 4 dudes in an apartment with me. It's what it is. And Phyllis, you traveled with me before, so you know how I move.
Now, here's the thing. I'm not gonna give you pushback.
Hey,
I would not. So here's the thing. I don't have a problem with all the guys staying in one place, especially in Colombia. If you bring just say me and you are at a place and I want a manga, I bring somebody.
I'm not against that. I'm not against, but dude, 4-person, that look like a small apartment.
Yeah.
Now, it looked like it's only was 2 rooms or something. Like they were sharing beds or something.
It is what it is. I mean, okay, we're going to Colombia, actually we're going to Mexico City in April, and we're going to Cali, Colombia in August. Dude, we getting penthouses. We getting big places. That's how we move. I'm not working hard to go stay and be budget friendly at another country destination. No, I'm here to have a good time, enjoy my money, and enjoy myself. Create content and come back home. I will never put myself in that situation. It is what it is.
So let's talk about some things how you can protect yourself. So I know that the other gentleman said, "Hey, let's go to the ATM." I think also if you go to these places and you want to do pay for play, go to an establishment. They got brothels all over. You go to the brothel, you pay somebody right up front at the desk. You go to your room, you do whatever you need, you leave. There's no issue, there's no fighting, there's no destruction of your property. You still enjoyed your stuff. You still got what you wanted. You were able to pick and choose, and you go to an established business. You meet somebody on the street, you don't know what you're bringing back.
Yeah, but a lot of these guys, they hungry for women, so they try to bring whoever, if it's a homeless, looking good, then we take them at home. They trying to bring whoever to the apartment, and
that's their problem. That you bring whoever, you got to suffer the consequences of what happens, and they're not ready for the consequences. They say it's all fun and games to somebody.
This guy, for real, they wasn't ready for that. They way too old for that shit, man. This shit's for teenagers. Way too old for that.
My problem is $50. Go ahead.
We spoke last week about if somebody's getting drugged or something happens to them, the first thing you say is, I should have done this. It's always that after effect, that Monday night quarterback or that Monday quarterback. And I know right now they said we should have just paid her. We should have just paid. And so you had to think ahead of time to say, this is what I'm going to do when that situation comes. They just got in a situation and they were demanding I'm not going to do it. these rules apply. I'm not going to pay. This is what you said. You are. It's like arguing with a thief or arguing with somebody who steals. That's what they are. You can't be mad at them for what they are. That is what they are. She's trying to get as much money as she can.
The thing is, you got a lot of guys trying to live this hip hop life. Trying to live this hip hop life where, you know, hey, I got a bad chick with me, you know, take pictures. I can show it to my friends back home when I come back home so they all could get geeked up. I mean, you had this one fool called Jay Raylo goes to Cartagena doing some fuck shit, and his followers are impressed based on that low level shit that he's done. I'm like, dude. And the thing is, he's having his audience sponsor his trip. So that tells me like, yo, this dude's broken, dusty, traveling to these countries, begging for money to figure out how not to get, you know, left behind. And the thing is, it's like, dude, support that.
What's
shit.
his name, bro?
This dude's name Jay Rello. About, you know, is what it is.
Yeah, I was watching like his live yesterday, and they're like, it says like he lives like in a complex or something, like the middle of the line, like somebody was coming out like with 2 huge bags of trash or something. I'm like, damn.
Look, my thing is this. I think that the whole travel space is changing. Now you got a lot of low lives, a lot of low tier men traveling now with passports, and they think they could take that same bullshit that they do in the States to overseas, and it doesn't operate like that, guys. Listen, overseas ghettos, they'll fucking kill you. They will take advantage of you and leave you left behind. Just recently, they just found the killers that took the life of that Asian American from Minnesota. It took them like 4 months to find it. And the reason why they found that person, because the family invested a private investigator to find them. So guys, you think you're going to go to these countries thinking you're going to ball out and do your thing or whatever. Look at me. I'm shining with my Yankee hat or make my Cuban links and all that shit. Dude, that will take your life away in a heartbeat. Carlos, do you agree or disagree?
Yeah, I'm agree with that. And then like a lot of this guy, like they don't know, like all these girls, like majority of them, they have access to a lot of powerful people, a lot of guns, like real men that they would rule you like till you regret to come into this world. Like they will rule you for real. So, you know, like they didn't know like what they were doing for real. Like they have access to a lot of powerful gangsters.
I agree with Ace with the low lives. And I think I've said this before. When the Walmart of traveling and airplanes started, that's when all the trouble started. So I have
I mean, come on, don't take a shot at my Spirit Airlines, man.
I'm taking a shot at what happened because of the airline. So the Spirit and Frontiers have allowed a certain person to travel with a certain low budget. So that's what you're going to get. The reason I pay a high HOA is to keep certain riffraff out of my neighborhood. And I'm fine with that.
I think, you know what, Liz? Shout out to Spirit Airlines, shout out to Frontier. I flew to Medellin for $62. Spirit Airlines, I've been plugging you guys from day one. I fly from Atlanta to Miami for $19 round trip.
Sponsorship. Somebody need a sponsorship.
Hey, I need a sponsorship. Spirit Airlines, Frontier Airlines. Yo, I'm your guy. I got the looks. I'm smart. You know, I got the education level. Look, you want to hire me. But my thing is this. My thing is this. You got a lot of guys that trying to become YouTube famous. And the only way they're going to become YouTube famous by creating stupid content, by going to these countries and like showing guys low level shit. Guys, you have to understand, a lot of American guys are not living the life that they so-called living. So they try to go overseas and live that life when they're really not. So when they do that, it's like, yeah, you got to come overseas. Not telling you that, hey, there's a good chance you could get drugged, robbed, and killed. They never tell you that. They just say, hey, go overseas. And now with this whole passport bros, Pookie, passport Pookies, all that, the same shit. They focus on, hey, you could go overseas and find a wife. You can find a fit, family-friendly woman. Bullshit. Majority of the time, when guys go overseas, they fucking with the pros. They ain't fucking with a regular chick.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Also, like in those groups, like you can find like guys asking like, oh, where can I find a beautiful wife? Where can I find like, you know, a good woman for my life? I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, this is not a question. You know, you still have to do that job. I mean, people, they don't have to tell you like where to find a good woman for you, for your life. Like, this is very weird, man.
So my question is, one thing that we have a discussion on is the term passport bros. How is that term perceived in Cartagena? Like, when they see a brother, they say, "Oh, that's a
Come on,
passport."
you laughing already.
I want to know your perception of that.
Hey, be honest with us, please, guys.
Well,
Understand we had. Wait,
you know,
Carlos. Wait, hold up, guys. If you have not liked the video, please like the video, guys. Today we had over 99 people watching, which is my highest live that I ever had. 99 people was on the live. Again, I'm a small nobody YouTuber that's just creating real content, letting you guys know what's going on. If you can take the time to like the video, subscribe to these guys' channel, guys. Carlos, Fearless, can you drop your link to your YouTube channels so we can plug it, guys? We just ask for like. We're not asking for donations. If you want to give, we take it, but we ain't asking for it. But guys, like the video, man. We have
I'm asking for donations. If you can sponsor them other fools for traveling, and you ain't getting no
you know what? You're right. You
can drop me some money.
You're right. You know what? You're right. Hey guys, listen, man. I got a Mexico City trip for my 46th birthday in April. I need some sponsors, man. If you guys can sponsor some of these other dudes' trips, you can sponsor my goddamn trip, and I'll give you some real information.
Yeah, they can sponsor like all these guys like Gary Reeler, you know, Razor, something, you know.
I mean, shout out to Razor, man. He does his thing, man. I ain't got nothing against him, man. He does his thing. I support his show.
He's a good one.
He's a good one. He gives guys real information. So shout out to Razor Ray, but that Jay Raylo and some of these other dudes that just got their passport, like literally just got their passport and just started traveling. Now they're experts. If you can support them, you can support me. And I got 46 countries under my belt, man. So go ahead, man. Tell us, man, what's people's perception of the passport bros in Colombia?
Man, like you know, I don't really hear like about, you know, like passport bros, like in Cartagena, you know, I don't really hear like about passport bros. But you know, like few times, you know, I've been talking like some of my friends that they do, you know, what they do for a living, you know, they be, you know, they're working girls, and you know, they've been telling me like, you know, oh, you know, some of them they know about passport bros, you know, all things they've been telling me, oh, you know, they cheap as fuck, they don't want to pay well, you know, they bullshit, you know, they always, you know, they're always stripping with something.
Wait. They said that the passport bros are cheap as fuck.
Yeah, well, that's what some of them they've been telling me, because they know about that. So you know that they only, you know, want to pay $100 for the whole night or something like that. They always a budget, but you know, I mean, I'm not sure about that, because you know, honestly, like I've been hosting like few guys from the passport bro, and you know, they've been spending money like crazy. You know, that's what they've been telling me.
Perception. And Kanal, we just had this conversation on our WhatsApp group when I said, if they have a choice between a brother and a European white dude, they're going to choose the European white dude all day.
No, bro, I don't think so, man.
You don't think so?
Well, as me, know my people, I know that we shoot like a gringo, like, bro, from far away, man.
Okay, no, Carlos. Okay, Carlos. Okay, if a chica were to see a black gringo or white gringo, which gringo would she pick first?
Well, I could say majority of them that we pick it up a black, you know, black brother. I think majority of them they will. That's for sure, 100%. I know my people, so I know, you know, I know the culture and I know what's up. You know, even in Colombia, like majority of the women, they rather be with the black man than with a white dude. But you know, there is the woman.
We're not talking about for love. We're talking about strictly for money.
I will for money. Yeah, man, Americans also. No, though. I mean, yeah, I mean, Europeans don't spend money like Americans do in Cartagena. Like the one like that move Cartagena are the gringos. You know, like I mean, so Europeans come down here, but the one that really spend the money here are, you know, the Americans, and that's 100%. You know,
I mean, let's be honest. Europeans don't really spend money like that, and Europeans don't.
Yeah, they cheap as fuck. People from France, Germany, they drink water because they need it.
Nah, let me tell you about Europe. I've been to Europe. Europe, they cheap. and they don't tip. So you as American, when you tip, you stand out in Europe. And the fact that, dude, people in Europe ain't making money like that. They only got that so-called that colonizer status quo, but they don't really making money like that in Europe, man. It is what it is.
It's the perception. It's not the reality. Man. It's the perception.
But going back to the topic, man. Let's go back to the topic at best. So, you know, guys, as you continue, as you start exploring these countries and you start partaking these, nightlife activities, be smart. Like, negotiate, try to have everything on text, or on WhatsApp. So, this written proof that you can show the police if the police were ever to be present. Take your time, man, and don't put yourself in a position where it's 4 dudes and 1 chick. That's just not a good look.
Yeah. Those people, like, I don't know, but I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but those people, like, for me, like, they were stupid as fuck. Like, they didn't. And what I think is, like, the guy was only doing this is like for not to say, like, he got a scam in Cartagena or something just to flex with it, because like the best way for him was like got the girl, like, taking care, and that's it. Would it be like easy problem to fix? She would have left, now they broke that table, they broke a lot of stuff, and I think they already left the city, I guess.
They had to leave the city.
So my question is, how often does this happen? Meaning, how often would a person get a girl and then the price changes, or there's a dispute about the price?
Man,
how would you handle that situation? Let me tell you, how would you prevent the situation from happening? Okay. Let me tell you this situation that happened just like 2 weeks ago with one of my clients. So this is like, I was waiting, like, Canal to buy me to the channel because I had this, this history, ready to tell. So this year I host, it was last year I was hosting, like, 3 guys. They from Seattle, United States. They were very good to me. Like, they treat me well, they taking care of me like so well. So one of them, he's very rich, he make a lot of money. I won't talk about that here. So, and then, like, he came down like 2 weeks ago, and then, like, he hit me up, picking. I went to the April, picking up. I picking up from the April. Went to his Airbnb. We're having fun. So the same night we went out, and then he was drinking, chilling, having a good time. We went to Dolce Vita, and then so he purchased a bottle over there. And then he sat dancing with this girl from Medellin. So they were dancing, and then, like, one of my friends that, I have like a lot of working words that the friend, we need in the life, we need to have like a lot of type of friends. So, my friend was there, and they, she sit down, she was like, "Oh, Carlos, let's dance." I was like, no, I'm chilling. But she was like, "Oh, tell your client, just be careful with this girl." I was like, "Are you serious?" And then she told me, like, like a week ago, I was in a house and she was there, and then, like, she was just using drugs, and then, like, she didn't want to be with the guy, but still she wanted to get paid. So, she made a lot of noise over there, she was screaming over there, and then the guy, like, ended up paying her, and she left. I was like, "Oh, are you serious?" And then, I thought twice, because, probably she was saying that because she was the one to want to get picked up from my client. And then I was like, "Oh, I wouldn't tell him nothing." I just forgot about that. And then, so he went back to his apartment. I took him to the apartment with the girl. Everything was okay. But she was using a lot of drugs. So, long story short, I came back to the apartment because, I live with my fiance here in Boca Grande. So, and then he was in this area too. So when I came back to the apartment, but the next day I have a tour to the island. I had to be as a tour guy. I had to be as a tour guy on the boat that day. So when I went to the island, he gave me a call. He was like, "Oh, Carlos," he was like freaking out. He was like, "Oh, Carlos, no, he didn't call me. He started to drive because I booked a tour for him, and then he got to go into a tour. So he gave me a call. The taxi driver was giving me a call in Spanish, and then he was like, "Oh, Carlos, like somebody was chasing your client." I was like, "What?"
what did you say? Somebody was chasing your car. It was a girl. And then like, he called me. I was like, bro, are you okay? So, but the time, you know, when I was calling him, he didn't answer me back because he was already picking up people from the tour. So long story short, when he got into the island, he was like, oh, bro, you know, this girl, like, she's crazy, man. She, I didn't do like nothing with her, you know, I didn't fuck her, none of that, but she still wanted to get paid, you know, I only did it like for 30 seconds. And then I was like, money wasn't an issue for this guy. And then he gave her like I think like was like $100, and then she wanted more. So he went to the island, you know, everything was good, and then he came back. When he came back, like in the night, so the girl, she went back to the apartment, back with a police, with another guy. And with the police, they were knocking at his door, but he never opened. He never opened the door, and then the guy, you know, he ended like, you know, he was blocking like all these people because they were testing him like from different numbers, like, we will kill you, you gotta pay this money. You don't know the people that you're messing with, you know, you gotta pay, you gotta do this. He said, like, I was like, bro, don't panic, you know, just block all these people, calm down, you know, everything's gonna be okay. Just to stay in your Airbnb, you know, I'm gonna give you a hand. Then like at 12 midnight, you know, he ended like leaving this Airbnb, and then he switched it up into a hotel. Next day, so I went to his Airbnb, and I had to pick it up the suitcase because, you know, he's traveling around the world. He's from here, like he went to Bahamas.
So basically,
you know,
hold up, Carlos. Let's bring this back in. So basically, a millionaire went to Colombia and messed with low tier women, and he had to run for his life. So guys, it all boils down to who you surround yourself with. I don't care what your social status is, your economic status. If you want to be around certain tier of people, you're gonna get the results you're gonna get. It is what it is. You know, like for me, Fearless and I, we went to Cuba, went to Havana. But we were going to all the top tier spots. I'm not going to a hood spot. I don't go to a hood spot in the United States. I'm not going to a hood spot in another country. It's what it is. When we go out, we dress up. We're gonna track a certain element of people. Dude, what was the spot we went to in Cuba, Havana, Fearless, that the one that had all the drinks poured in our mouth?
The art museum, though.
Yeah, the art museum. Dude, it got to the point everybody was just looking at us because we just stood out. But guys, the way you carry yourself, the way you conduct yourself in these countries matters. Trust me, a dude wearing, and shout out to play with a passport, a dude wearing Jordans compared to me, and I'm wearing a certain outfit, and I look clean, I look conservative, dude, I'm gonna just attract a certain type of woman. We're not gonna attract the same type.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, bro, like a lot of these women from Medellin, the beautiful, like the cute ones, they like to blow cocaine, like they blow cocaine a lot. You know, that's just like around the culture. I mean, not all of them, but you know, that's what they look to do. Like to see all this stuff, like they be blowing cocaine. Like probably, you know, when you see them the first time, you won't see like them like doing that, but you know, probably, you know, next time you see them, like they be like blowing cocaine, like they be blow this cocaine. So and same thing happened with her. Like he was, you know, dressing good. You know, we were like those to be there. Like before we get in, like they were like, oh, you know, you guys gotta get a bottle. It was like, it's no problem. You know, I would take care of that. Get a bottle too, that's no problem. So, you know, like actually, like this girl, like I thought she was good. So like she was cute, you know, all of that, very polite, because people from Medellin, like they the most polite people in the whole country, so they all very polite. So I was like, you know, I never thought like, you know, she was like gonna be tripping, none of that. So like you know, everybody was confused. You know, I was confused when he was telling me that, and then he was confused because it was like, oh, you know, she seems like a good girl or something, but yeah, no, that was part of the game. That was part of the game.
My brother, there is a saying in the United States from a famous song that I will quote: "Never trust a big butt and a smile."
Yeah, true.
Always get you in trouble. So I've been there, and I've tried to tell guys, you know, they see a woman and she looks fine. That doesn't mean anything. Her looks can be very deceiving. And I think what happens is, especially with a lot of Americans, and especially Black Americans, you know, in the United States, a lot of women.
I'm sorry, Black Americans are thirsty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna say it again. Black American men are thirsty.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
And
They
so when you
hungry
go
for
to
women.
places, they never experience having a beautiful woman, and so when they see a beautiful woman, even if they got to pay for them, that wants to spend time with them, they lose their mind. They have no idea what to do. They go broke. You can tell the new person that has no experience. Their eyes are just wide open. They can't stop looking everywhere. And by the way, somebody said you look like Big Poppy. You know Big Poppy, the baseball
David
player.
Ortiz. David Ortiz.
Oh, they real tears. Okay, yeah.
You know what you do, man? I was looking at it, I was like, hey, he does look like a David Ortiz, man. All right. Yo, my thing is this, man. You have is one, and again, let's just address the elephant in the room. Most black men don't have standards. I'm gonna say it. Most black men don't have standards, and most black men are thirsty, so they just happy to see any type of shit, and they get all Google Gaga. My thing is this: act like you've been there before.
Exactly.
Act like you've been there before. Don't get like when you walk in a room and yes, you know that hey, everyone's looking at you because you're a gringo. Dude, walk around, smile, just be cordial. Don't walk around like you cocky, like you about to do something. You're not gonna do anything, man. It's just like I seen guys get loud and cocky because they're at Sosua or they're at Pacaderas or Clock Tower. But it's just like, but then again, you put them in where the middle class and upper class people are, they shrink. And for me, dude, I fucking blossom in these areas. That whole upper elite class, that I feel comfortable in this area because again, I know how to. I've been there before. But if I take guys say, hey, let's go to a rooftop lounge, they go in there. And it's like, oh man, this is kind of boring, man. I was like, bro, just chill, have a cigar, man, have a drink, enjoy the view, talk, man, just chill. For them, they gotta listen to trap music. Like, who the fuck goes to another country to listen to trap music? I can't be around that.
Yeah, they don't know how to function, brother. And we talked about this before. I told you, I know guys that if you spent $25 more, it would put you in an apartment in a much better neighborhood. But they felt more comfortable to be with the hood, no matter what. There's some guys that you come, I'm sure that you see it on your tours. There's some guys that come there and as soon as they get off the plane, what type of guy he is. And you're like, and they want to go to all the ratchet places. If you try to take them to any type of restaurant that requires you to have a reservation, they're not going. It's just ridiculous.
And then like those people, like those guys, then like they always want to say something. Like it was like 2 months ago, like somebody hit me, like, hey, bro, where can I meet like girls where I live? I'm like, bro, what you saying? He told me like Parque Heredia. Like Parque Heredia is like 2 hours from the old city. Like 2 hours. I was like, man, what are you doing over there? He was like, oh, I just got a good deal for 2 months. And then I was like, damn, like, you too far. You way too far, man. Like, you way too far from the tourist area. Like, you going to find people that, like, at least speak English or something. You way too far.
Yeah, but I think if you want to find somebody who is local or type of traditional type woman, you have to go outside of that area. They're looking for a needle in a haystack, and that is difficult to find.
Yeah, but the thing is, like sometimes what happens is like you can live in a good area here, but the bad neighborhoods, like they always around. Like, well, I mean, when talking about the hoods, like when you go outside to the tourist area, for example, like the area that he was like was good, was good area, It's a complex that he was in. But around, like they got a lot of crazy neighborhoods around.
Correct.
A lot of crazy neighborhoods.
I want to share a couple of pictures from Fearless and his beautiful wife out in Thailand enjoying themselves. Guys, I mean, we don't move the same. I'm gonna just let this clear to everybody out there. I don't move the same like most guys travel. Fearless and I, we kind of move around the same manner, but again, we're not the same. Guys, find your lane, stay with it. If it's more the bougie scene, don't be ashamed of that, man. You don't need to lower yourself just to be around certain people. If you're used to traveling the country and experiencing the world and meeting quality people, continue to do that. Don't limit yourself because you want to be part of a so-called movement. Fuck that movement.
Yeah.
I think a lot of brothers find themselves that when you travel, they go specifically to the red light zones, and there's so much more to do. When we went to Cuba, there was so much that we did. That's us at the beach. We was doing things outside of any area. We enjoyed ourselves. So I'm not understanding why brothers think that that's the only thing that they can do in the country. I know they go to Thailand and stay on what, Soy 6, 808. They stay right on walking street. That's all that they do. And it's a shame that's the perception that people have of Americans, that we are so closed-minded that we can only go to one location.
And then like it's like, you know, it's a reputation that is difficult now, like, to clean up, you know, because it's already in the table. And like somebody told me one time, like, man, you got to take care of reputation, because even if you die, reputation is still gonna be alive. People will remind what you did when you were alive, and they will tell your family, your son, or whoever, you know, that knows about you. They will tell them like who you were when you were alive. So reputation is something like, you know, guys and men and any humans, like, they really had to take care and pay attention about that.
I want to say this. You said something about reputation, guys. Guys, if you guys know, I'm Black Man Travels. I have a website called Black Man Travel. I'm showing some of my pictures from Black Man Travel. This is my girl, my fiance, whom I took to Colombia. Yes, I took sand to the beach. I have no problem taking sand to the beach. We went out there in the mountains of Colombia doing a glamping experience for 4 days, taking a shower butt ass naked in the mountains with birds flying around us. I want to say this, guys. Understand this. Your repetition means everything. For me, I could go into a boardroom, to a church, to any environment, and talk about my travels, because you know why? I talk about real shit. I show real travel experiences. And that's why I will never, ever claim to be a passport bro. Because the thing is, I can literally put this shit on my LinkedIn profile. And if you guys have a LinkedIn profile, passport bro's on my LinkedIn profile. When I do interviews, I talk about Black Man Travels. I talk about, you know, what I do for a living, like traveling, blogging, you know, photography. That's my hobby. This is my life. And the fact that I find someone whom we share a common interest makes the stuff amazing. Fearless, you pretty much in the same boat as me, right?
Yeah, and it's sad that I know brothers, like you said, you going all out, you go to different places. I know guys in every location that I've gone to. Let's take Rio, for example. They go to Post 5. They don't know anything but see Post 5 and Mads. That's it. That's their whole vacation. Nothing else besides that. So I can't understand the concept of people not getting out and exploring. Why travel that long or that many miles to stay into one block? And so I think if you're looking for someone to give you an in-depth or a much broader view of a country, you know, the ins and outs, the good and bad, it's who you follow. You know, if you want to follow those bad channels and you see all the ghetto things, that's what you expect to get when you get there. But I think a lot of guys will get surprised that it's all just all glow, all the glitters isn't gold. And I do agree with you, the Colombian guy. We were talking about this earlier. Your reputation, it precedes you. And how somebody looks at you, they may look at your entire culture and look at you the same way. And I said this statement. I used to be embarrassed, and not embarrassed, I used to be offended when I would go into my corporate jobs, and their perception of me, they would, you know, it would be a white person, and they would say, man, you're not like the other blacks. That used to offend me. Now I wear it as a badge of honor. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm not like them brothers. You ain't got to worry about it. And what they mean is somebody was coming in belligerent, late, not doing their job, all on time. So I have to work harder to overcome that stereotype, that reputation that somebody has done that preceded me, I have to be better just because of that. And that's a shame that we have to do that. The same when it goes to traveling. What's the first thing they say to you, Canal? Are you a what?
Passport bro.
Why do they ask you?
And
why are they asking
no.
you that?
Yeah, and then like they've been blaming like you know, any.
I get it. I get asked that a lot by women.
Everybody, man. It's just,
I get asked that a lot by women here in the States because I talk about my travels. So the first thing they say, are you one of those passport bros? I'm like, fuck no. It's just like, no, I'm not a passport bro. At the same time, listen, they have their own reasons to why they do certain things. I'm not them. I'm not part of that movement. I have no desire to be part of that movement. I just move. I kind of move my own way. I got my own brand. I got my own crew. So I don't need to be associated with something that just started 3 years ago. I've been doing this stuff for 20 years.
Let me ask you a question. Are you in the Passport Bros group?
No, I've been kicked out of all the other travel groups. I've been literally been kicked out because I check people. And they know that I check their asses because they say a lot of false information, a lot of bogus information that I don't agree on because they just doing it based on bullshit. So I've been literally kicked out in all the other travel groups out there. So the only groups that I'm in is my group and a couple of co-ed groups.
So do you get along with Aaron Ferris, the owner of the group?
Yeah, Aaron Ferris, BNT. Yeah, he's cool guy. I reached out to him. I told him, hey, I want to do I want to do a live stream with him. You know, definitely, I want to push back on a lot of things that's going on. But at the same time, it's just like, hey, listen, I understand what he's doing. He's cleaning up the Passport Bro movement. You know, he's taking it in the right direction, but he's not the problem. Aaron Ferris is actually, you know, doing a good thing. My problem is the other guys, the one that's talking, pumping their chests, that show no receipts. You got a lot of guys claiming to be Passport Bros, but show no receipts. Like, where have you been? Where are your pictures? Where are your videos? Again, I'm old school.
They only been to Miami.
And the problem with Aaron, it isn't a problem I have. So I'm using that as a wrong word. The issue is he let other people hijack the term Passport Bros. So if he has a page, Passport Bros, and maybe he branded it, and then he allowed other people to come in and define it the way question they want it.
But Ferris, but the thing is, I don't think he allowed it. It just
blossomed into
it just blossomed. I mean, God, look, I ain't gonna lie. I never thought Passport Bros was gonna blow up the way it did. When I first heard the term, I was like, that's not for me. But the way it blew up through social media, you know, I think that was out of his control, man. But I think what he's doing now, and again, Aaron Ferris, I mean, hey, BMT, if you listen to this, bro, listen, you're doing a good job and taking control of the narrative. Tell your narrative, man. Tell people what people need to know. You got a lot of fuckboys out here claiming Passport Bros, making you guys look bad. So all I'm saying, like, again, you're doing a good job. We need other guys to step up and tell the narrative, man. I'm tired of hearing manosphere talking points around traveling. Manosphere, red pill should not be around traveling. It's just not. It's two different things.
And the other concept is that a lot of brothers travel because they dislike black women and they're trying to get away. So I want to ask you, Mr. Colombian, what color is your girlfriend? Your girlfriend, you know, it says that it says that the Passport Brothers are trying to leave the United States because they dislike black women.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me the ethnicity of your girlfriend.
Fiance.
Your fiance.
Oh, well, my fiance, she's black.
American woman.
Yeah, she's Black American woman.
Oh, you should know what you doing, man. No, you're not supposed to do that, man. What are you doing? You want to ruin your life. Stop it.
No, man. like, nah, she's a good one, bro. She's a different one.
I know. Look, one thing I want to make it clear again. That's why, for me, when I hear guys bash a group of women to tell their story, that's pathetic. Yeah. I think, you know, as men, you need to stand on your own ground and find your own purpose, and it does not revolve around other people. So when I hear guys bashing one group, oh, you got to find a foreign woman or foreign woman better than American women, I don't believe in that. And I actually have a debate this Sunday with Andrew to talk about, foreign versus American women. I don't believe one's better than the other, man. At the end of the day, it boils down on you.
Let me tell you this, let me tell you this. Like, this is one of the main reasons, like, why a lot of guys are getting disappointed in these countries, like Colombia, DR, Thailand, the Philippines, anywhere. Like, they're getting disappointed because people are telling them something that is not true.
Correct. And
they came here, like, with the perception, like, that's how that's gonna be. Like, oh, women, they're very submissive, and they are very impressed, even if the woman, like, cook a breakfast for them, like, they think like this is something amazing. I'm like, sometimes I see guys, like, they've been posting like, oh, she cook a breakfast for me. Bro, I'm Colombian. I know what Colombians do. I mean, they wake up like the women, we wake up like 4 a.m. Like, when I was in high school, like, my mom, she was waking up like 4 a.m. every day, like, to cook breakfast. I'm like, that's something that they do. You don't have to tell them. It's something that they do. So, that's not a big thing.
I'll tell you this. I'm Haitian. Yo soy Haitiano. My mom, my sister, even to this day, my little sister, when I go to her house, guess what she does? When she makes food, she makes food for me. She'll make a plate for me.
Correct.
And guess who gets the plate? The first plate is her husband. The second plate is who? Me.
Yeah.
So I grew up around that. I was raised in that environment. Yeah. So that's why when guys say, she's cooking and cleaning, it's like, bro, I had that growing up.
Yeah.
When I was in college, when I was in undergrad in Miami, same thing. I was dating girls that was cooking for me. Hey, I'm gonna come by your apartment. They're cooking.
Yeah.
I'm a broke college kid, man. And she's cooking in an apartment.
Yeah.
So and that's why I find it stupid when guys say that, oh, you can't find that in a matrix woman. When Americans like, bro, it all boils down to the type of woman that you attract. I never attracted bust downs. I never attracted hood chicks. I never attracted stupid chicks. I attracted a certain element of women. And it's just like when I hear guys say that, oh, it's all American women, this and that, whatever. Like, bro, that's you. You are attracting that type of person. Take accountability for your choices in women.
No, I won't even say they're attracting that type of person. They are seeking that type of person. Because when you go to another country, that's what they seek. It's not even what they attract. It's just what they're seeking. They only feel comfortable in that environment, whatever that environment is. That's where the issue comes in.
And to respond to the player with a passport, Black Man Travel is a LLC and it's copyrighted. So yeah, I did that 2 years ago, man. Black Man Travel is LLC and copyrighted. So that's why I have my own brand of rep, man. So I hope BMT and the rest of the true passport bros that have put in work, take control of your narrative, tell a better story. Stop having these low lies be part of your movement, man.
So was it the Ace or Andrew doesn't want us in Dominican Republic?
Where's he? Wait.
Did he say something like that?
What he said that? Where is he?
He said something in Spanish. I couldn't read.
Okay. Here it is. Okay.
You might as well stop there.
He said, I don't want in the Dominican Republic either.
I'm gonna take
Santiago.
Hold on.
No, he said, I don't want it in the Dominican Republic either. That's what he said.
Hey,
I don't know what they were talking about.
Okay, Andrew, let me tell you this, man. I've been to all over your island. I've been all over the entire island. So I can name all the cities. My soon-to-be wife is Dominican. My son is Dominican. I have Dominican property. I own land in Dominican Republic. I have a business in Dominican Republic. So
what type of business is that over there, bro?
I have a rental car business.
Oh, okay.
And the thing is, I could be an honorary Dominican. And once I marry a Dominican, I can file for Dominican residency. So, hey, and you're so Haitiano. So I have residents on both sides of the fucking island, bro. So, Andrew, I ain't leaving your damn country. I'm there for life.
Yeah, but the thing what happened, like because there is one guy like name is Andre Aragon. He says something in Spanish that I couldn't read. I think like he's answering the guy like I don't want in the Dominican Republic either. So he's answering the other guy.
Andrew, we don't want. I get so upset that brothers go to Dominican Republic or they go to Sosua and they say Sosua is Dominican Republic.
And it is not.
No, they say
and that does
they
not
purchase. They purchase a city in the United States in a Latin American country, and they told it's the same that they can do the same. I guess mantra. I don't know if it's shit or something like in the United States.
Look, I mean, the thing is, like every country, there's good and bad. Like every country, there's good and bad. The thing is, guys tend to go to the bad areas. Like you have Dominican Republic. When dudes talk, like similar to what Fearless just said, when they go to Dominican Republic, they go to Sosua. So they think Sosua is all of Dominican Republic, and it's not. So they say, hey, everybody's easy in Dominican Republic. No, it's not. The places you go, which is the whore destination, is easy. But once you expand yourself outside of that, women are very conservative.
Yeah.
Latin women are very conservative people. They're very conservative people, and they don't date people like that. But the perception, because based on the clock tower, based on Pacayeras, based on Sosua, based on Copacabana, Postal 5, they think that the women are like that for the whole entire country, and it's not the case.
Yeah. Or they think that people are poor. And I try to tell them they're not poor. I'm telling you, you tell me, are there rich people in Cartagena?
Yeah, there's a lot of rich people here. Like majority, well, the building that we live, like there is a lot of rich Colombian here. Like a lot of rich Colombian that they don't need money from drugs or none of that. Like people come here, they think like, sometimes they've been asking me like, oh, who live in those high buildings? I was like, Colombians, a lot of majority of them, they're Colombians with money.
Exactly.
Colombians with money.
There's a
this city gets a lot of money.
Exactly. There's a perception that when you go to those countries, they say third world and everybody's poor. And I say, brother, you don't understand. There is money there. There's a lot of money there.
Yeah. So Andrew.
There's some conversation happening in Espanol.
Yeah, I don't know what they're speaking in Spanish. I mean, they came under the same boat, so I don't have a problem with that.
It is what it is, man. The thing is, guys, there's more to travels than what it is. If you put yourself in a position where you're going to attract a certain element of people, that's on you. And the fact that situation happened where the police got involved, over $50. Now you're paying more than that, and now you're famous.
He's famous now.
Is
infamous. So let me get some quick talking points.
I hope he's not married and none of that, because that he could be. He's getting ready to be divorced if he was married or something.
Oh yeah, that's worse.
If any of this guy was married, like they gotta be ready. They gotta get ready to be divorced soon. Yeah. With this type of shit, yeah, they had to.
Let me get some quick talking points, so people know.
Yeah.
Please vet your people before you take them to your place. I suggest if you're going there for play, go to a brothel, a strip club, do your thing and leave. If you having a disagreement with a young lady over money, just chalk it up to the game. It's a loss, pay and keep on moving.
Yeah, true. I mean, that's how life is, bro. Like sometimes in life, like you gotta lose, you gotta win, but you can't always win.
Correct.
There's gonna be one day that you have to lose, and you gotta accept that. As a man as you are, you get. I mean, if you have to lose that day, and then that's what it is. Just pay and go. That's it. It would be way easier. Like he wouldn't be famous now. Now he's he's getting ready to be in Hollywood. He's famous now.
Hey, there seems to be something I'm noticing. Ace, you've been coming on my live stream for the past few weeks, and I haven't said anything. It seems like you pro-black. No, you against black guys from visiting your country, visiting Latin America. Let me tell you something about Latin America. As long as there's black folks across Latin America, we going. Is what it is. And also, too, not everybody as closed-minded as you. Now you may hate us, but there's a lot of people that love us. So
Yeah.
I see the
It
back
seems
rate.
like, man, like I can, sometimes, I don't agree with like with things that Americans do in town, but I love my people, bro. Like, I mean, they've been supporting the city. They the ones, and I gotta be real. Like, I don't care like if the 100 million people are against me or something, but I gotta say the truth. Americans are the one that move Cartagena. They the one that's spending more money here. So that's the truth. Like you can have like some cheapest one, the one that's saying hostels, all of that. But the ones that are spending more money in this city are Americans. We just getting ready to have like 6 cruiser in the next 6 days, and then like the city is gonna make like almost like $3 million
Wow, you guys
in
getting cruise
6
ships now?
days. So how many people, how many families gonna eat with that money?
Yeah.
A lot of families. So I gotta be grateful to my people. I'm grateful, even like I don't care what they do, like on my videos, I always say like, people with money, they travel and they can do what they want because, they've been working for it. So I don't judge them, but because, I love my people. They've been supporting the city and they the one, like the reason why the city are alive to these days because Americans. That's the truth. That's the truth, 100%.
I agree, man. I agree because we're planning to go to Mexico City in April and Cali, Colombia in August. The Cali, Colombia is going to be for the Afro-Colombian Festival. And already I'm reaching out to the festival to see how we could buy VIP tickets, how to get a shuttle service. Again, we're putting back into the community. We're doing things. So it's like we're not going there for one thing. We're actually going there to really enjoy the culture and the people. So this perception that all Black men are traveling for one thing is not true. I had the opportunity to travel with Fearless. He traveled with his wife to these countries. He do his photo shoots. He does content creations. He does his interviews. We do a lot of great things in these countries, guys. Don't let what you see on YouTube generalize the entire way most men travel. Most Black men don't really travel like that. And once we travel, they're quiet. They don't put their stuff on YouTube. It is what it is.
Yeah, the real ones, bro, the real ones that spend a lot of money, they don't even they will make noise. They will make a lot of noise. Like I host these guys from Haiti, like he was spending money like crazy. Like it was the first time like I see somebody like him. My entire life, I've been working with tourists since like 5 years, and I've been seeing people like spending money, but nobody like him. And he support me he take care of me so well. So yeah, and he never post a picture. He didn't take any single picture in the city. And he was enjoying himself like a lot of this guy, that they post like 100 pictures. So he never put a picture on his profile. None of that.
Fearless, man, you kind of quiet there, man. He's zoning out. That tequila.
Now you okay, bro?
I'm listening. I'm taking it in, and I'm thinking about how the brothers have tainted the game. And I wish that when I started traveling, it was for the culture, for the food, for the different things. And I'm thinking of our Cuba trip. Mm-hmm. How many different places we went. We went to the Afro-Cuban Museum.
Actually, you know what? I got the video. Let me play it.
Yeah, we went to the Colonial Place. We had a tour around the city that gave us the history.
Oh yeah, that was the highlight of the trip, man.
Yeah, we did all of it. So I think what happens is there's a perception, and I try to break that perception that we're just there for mongers, that we're doing that. We really have a lot of fun.
This is our Cuba trip, man.
Oh, is that in Cuba?
Yeah, it's Cuba. And again, it was a very cultural experience. We had a good time. We got drunk. I mean,
we had a tour guide. We had a tour guides.
I mean, beautiful people. Cuba's black. I'm gonna say it. Cuba's black. But besides that, man, it was just a great experience, man. Like partying. Just wow. Cuba got some beautiful women there, man. And just like having a good time, getting drunk. Yeah, look at doing culture stuff and just really enjoying the moment, man. And guys, it is what it is, guys. We need to get back to the basics and why we travel. It's not about the manosphere, red pill bullshit. It's about you learning, exploring, self-betterment, self-improvement, self-awareness. Just go out there and just experience life for what it is before you pass, man. All this hating, bittering, and fighting, dude, we grown men. We're grown men. We should not be acting like children.
Yeah, that's true.
And
So man, like
even though we are experienced travelers and we've been to many countries, we actually had a tour guide. We had Roman, remember? Roman took us around.
Roman,
Yeah, he showed us the places. He made sure that our prices for the cabs were on point. We ate at one place. How much is that? Like 25 cents per meal or something?
Oh yeah. That Cuban spot, the government restaurant.
Yeah, I think one of the places was $1.25 for chicken and rice.
Yeah,
so he showed us a lot of those spots. So don't ever feel uncomfortable like you can't get a tour guide. Sometimes they can take you off the beaten path and show you places that you would not normally go, and make sure that you're taken care of. And don't be afraid to go outside of the beaten path.
Yes.
Please don't be a person. And if you want to have fun, I'm telling you this. Yes, I'm gonna give them a secret. Let me get a little close. You can find a fine Latin woman for free. And she'll do more for you than paying for free.
Facts.
Yeah, that's true. And Canola, you were saying like, you guys gotta get back to those times like when you guys used to travel for culture, experience. But I think it's gonna be so hard, man. Like with all those groups, like you got a lot of teenagers, people that they just getting their passport, and it's difficult to control them. You can't hold them like about what they're gonna do with something. It's a hard thing. That's why you got all this bullshit going out like in Cartagena, like you say, Medellin, Sasua, all these countries, because you got a lot of people like they just got their passport. And that's what they travel for. That's all they want to do.
But this is how I'm gonna say it. This is how I'm gonna put it. My page is more like a 5-star restaurant. Mm-hmm. So they, when you get tired of eating McDonald's every day and you want to step your game up and find something different now, then you come over to me. For the time being, you're gonna have those people that just travel for that low life. They just gotten their passport. But once they have matured and gotten a little bit better, come on over. Come on over to where we at. And we show you how the real men go. As they said in, Colors, instead of running down and trying to screw all the cows, we're going to walk down and screw them all.
Yeah.
And we have said this before, there is a difference between a YouTuber and a content creator. And we're content creators. When you watch us, you learn something. That's my hope.
Yeah.
So, fellas, what's the name of your YouTube channel?
I put it in the chat, so I think you'll have it. I probably will send you an invite and subscribe to you, so you'll get that.
Yeah. Can you put it in the chat again?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And again,
I can subscribe to your channel.
Yeah, Carlos Fearless, drop the link to your YouTube channel again. This was an amazing live. I mean, we had over 90 close to 100 people watching, man. That's my highest.
Like every time we do a live, like we're talking about, real things, and that's what people want to see. Like people they don't want to see like guys talking about Colombia, from the distance. They only been to few places, like Clock Tower, Old City, that's it. I'm native Colombia, and you have a lot of experience about Colombia. And I think, Frolos, he has a lot of experience about Colombia, and that's what people want to see,
Yeah. I mean, right now, guys, what you're seeing right now is Cartagena. This is Bora Bora Beach Club. You guys, you could hire Carlos to take you out to Bora Bora Beach Club. Show you guys a good time, man. Listen, Cartagena has a lot to offer beyond the Clock Tower. The Clock Tower is just a fraction of what Cartagena has to offer, man. And again, guys, check out the other cities in Colombia. You got Cali, you got Buenaventura, you got Bogota, you got so many other areas you could actually visit. But just get a tour guide. Get a
These
tour
people
guide.
like they ain't ready for Buenaventura yet, bro. This is Solano breaks. They ain't ready for that.
Some places I haven't gone. I know that I need to go to the volcano, the mud volcano that you swam in, and I think it's called like the Rosario, where half the river.
The pink sea.
Yes, I still have to go there.
This shit ain't pink no more, bro. I don't know what happened over there. They just saw the water or something, but it ain't pink no more. Hey, I know that girl over there, you know.
Yeah, I know it too.
Yeah, I wouldn't say her name. Don't worry about that, got you. I'm a real man, bro.
No. We're friends. They ain't
okay.
Like that, bro. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I like to network with people. She's good, bro.
Okay. Just network. Okay.
Yeah, just network, man. That's it, man.
Okay, I'll tell you, bro.
I'm a married man. I don't do those type of things, man.
I got you, bro. I do that.
I'm a married man. Yo tienes un esposa, so it's like I can't do that, bro. Actually, you know what? You said the volcano one, right? Let's see if I got it. Oh, there it is right here.
I was just there today.
Oh, you were?
I'm gonna come.
Yeah,
see
I
you,
took like three girls from Haiti.
Oh yeah, from Haiti? Haiti?
Yeah, from Haiti. Yeah, I host a lot of people from Haiti, bro. I don't know why, but I host a lot of people from Haiti. I don't know.
You know what it is? People think, okay, guys, let me give you the real truth about Haiti. People think Haiti, like the whole country, is dirt poor. Don't believe the hype, guys. Don't believe it. It's certain parts of the country that's poor. Other parts of the country is very rich with resources and everything else. Don't believe everything you see on the media. Yeah. Of course, it's like me going to the Bronx, thinking that the Bronx represents all of New York. It's not like that. So the thing about the thing about Haiti got white Haitians, and Taino Haitians, black Haitians, Arabian Haitian, Polish Haitians. It's very diverse, but again, they think that it's just all black, and it's not the case, man. That's why, like, don't believe everything you see on the media, man. When you go to Haiti, there's some parts of Haiti you're like, what the fuck? You see a person with blue eyes, blonde hair, you straight up Creole, and they'll tell you I'm Haitian, because again, the media doesn't show that.
The only white Haitian that I saw was like a rich guy. I was Googling like, rich people from Haiti. They're like, this guy show up like, was from Haiti and they was a white guy.
Yeah. You've been made. Sometimes you'll come across, like, you probably think this person is Dominican, but he's Haitian. Like, there's certain parts in the island, especially on the Haitian side, on the Haiti side, you think that, oh, he's Spanish. Like, no, he's Haitian. Guys, don't believe the hype, man. Social media, not even social media, the media tend to warp how things operate. Like, guys, do you know Colombia is twice the size of Texas?
I think Caesar has a problem with that, where he says it's poor. So let me tell you something, Caesar. No matter where you go, somebody is making money. Somebody has money.
Even like
always
Burundi, like everywhere, man. You can make, if you good for business, money will be all the time chasing you. Like, we come to you for real, like, no matter where you are. But if you good for business, and you put your mind in work, you can make money anywhere.
I'll say this. I was in Haiti 10 years ago. Guys, I've been to the border of Haiti and Dominican Republic. It's not an ocean. It's not a river. It's dirt. I had 1 foot in Dominican Republic, 1 foot in Haiti. Guys, it's the same island. They share the same resources. The only difference is Dominican Republic has a better government, better infrastructure, better business mindset, better people taking care of their agriculture. That's it. It's the same island. It's the same island. So that means that the same thing that's happening in DR could happen in Haiti if Haiti takes control of their government. Is what it is. So it's not a big ocean that divides the country. It's one island. So again, hopefully, God willing, one day Haiti get this shit together and it could become like Dominican Republic. But until then, Haiti got a lot of work to do. Is what it is.
But I say this to Caesar: travel there. That's what we do. I don't take anyone else's recommendation or perspective of it. I want to see for myself. I want to know what the food tastes like, what the drink tastes like, how the people actually are, because everybody else will have a different perception. So I don't want to know what somebody else does when they're in Cartagena. I want to know what I can do, because my experience will be entirely different than someone else's. So instead of looking on the news or looking on TV and allowing someone else to regurgitate how they feel about a place, go there and experience it yourself. I can tell, like I can tell you, if I asked you, Mr. Guy, what do tostones taste like? You can like, oh, they kind of crunchy, chip, but I'll never know what it tastes like until I actually eat it.
Yeah, that's true.
So guys, I know we went a little long, but I still want to say, when to bring it full part, travel with some common sense. If you go to a foreign country, it's not your country. They don't play by American rules. It's a whole different rules. Your thing is just to enjoy yourself. If you have to pay a little bit of money to enjoy yourself, to get out of a situation, pay it. That little bit of money will take you a long way in the long run. Pay it and learn from it. Don't make the same mistake twice. Don't get involved with
they've been making the same mistake like 100 times. Like the people, like the guys that travel to Medellin. I've been tired of, saying like on my channel, a lot of people been telling, hey, don't try to meet people from Tinder. Like, this is dangerous, this is this. They keep doing this. I mean, like, people sometimes, like, it's difficult to hold them because they don't want to listen. Like, guys, when they see pussy, like, they lose their mind. They lose their mind. They lose their mind. So even like having, even like, and it's one thing, it's, and I think it's just about, like majority of the men, like when they see women, like they be like, oh, like they would do what the pussy say, they would follow the pussy, majority of the men, there is, small portion of men, like me, I wouldn't do that, but a lot of them, they will.
That's what I'm saying. You can find a beautiful woman that will have sex with you for free, and you won't have any of the issues. You just have to spend a little bit of time. But I think that's the problem. And I hate to say it, when they say black people are lazy, that's one of the parts that we lazy in.
Yeah,
I agree.
Like like you got a lot of guys that they only, when I call like for the weekend, and they they want to try, they trying to to get something, anything from anywhere and whoever.
And that's how you get in trouble.
Yeah. Like this, they just want to listen, bro. They want to move, like they always say like, they know everything, they know how to move, they gangster back in the States, they this, or I'm a drug dealer, this. I'm just let them flesh with that.
Well, yeah, I so agree. Guys, the video you seen is Dominican Republic, guys. I've been all over Dominican Republic. All over. I've been to over 15 cities and towns in DR. I've been more places. I've been more places than Dominican's been.
Hadabacoa. I just went there.
No, this is Constanza. I'm way up there in the mountains. It was 20 degrees up there. And I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt. I'm like, what the fuck? Man, listen, man, look, I'm a traveler. I'm not a hashtag. I'm a traveler. I love to experience life. I love to build a relationship. Man, guys, during my travels, I meet good people like Fearless, like Carlos. Hopefully we can meet one day in person, man. You're a great guy. I made a lot of great friends through traveling, man. This is what I love about traveling. It's about experiences, guys. I don't have no agenda. I have no ill will towards any group of people. I love everybody. You show me respect, I'm gonna show you respect. So me and Fearless, we met in Cuba finally because we were supposed to meet in Thailand. And it's like,
is that your house, bro?
Huh?
Is that your house?
Nah, man, that's my Airbnbs.
Okay, yeah. Because I read that, like, my house and.
But Mikasa, yeah, I was there for a month. This is during COVID. I was there for a month, man. I was stuck in there for a month. And dude, That place only cost me $45 a night for 1 month.
That's a nice place.
So I was there for a month during COVID, flying with my drone, and of course I had my friends come through, spend some days with me. But hey, it's what it is, But now, I'm a good boy now. Thank you, Jesus. I've been saved.
Yeah. You're quit from that game.
Yeah, for now, we see what happens. But I just want to say that, guys, during my travelings, I met a lot of great men. Like, again, it's not about tikas, it's not about going this and doing that. I created a lot of great relationships. I mean, fearless. We've been to Dominican Republic, Cuba.
Oh yeah, we were just we were
in Dominican Republic together.
we were just in DR together. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we were in DR together. So it's just like we met up, had some drinks with the wife, chill, walked around, do some content, and now it's like we're about to go to Mexico City. After Mexico City, we're going to Cali, Colombia. Again, guys, the whole point of you traveling is about building relationships with the locals, with other foreigners. Create that experience, because guess what? We're getting older. Create the memories, man, because at the end of the day, it's not about how many chicks you bang, it's the people you met and created a bond. Always keep that in mind.
Yeah, so 2 things I want to take away, if I can remember the second one. I hope that we can give you a different perspective. And let me say this. I hope that somehow we can change the perception of Black men that travel. There's been a push for the passport bros and that concept, but I hope that you guys can watch us and see it change a new way to travel. And just to let you know, I want to ask you, Kanal, can you tell me what city we met in when we were in DR?
Sisua.
Trash, my brothers. I was wanting to do content. It was so bad that I didn't even do any content.
Yeah, it was bad.
Horrible. So horrible. We were, that was our plan. Our plan was to go there and do some content.
Yeah.
And we did nothing.
Yeah, it was bad, but at the same time, we were able to sit down and fellowship, guys. Fellowship, man. Go out there, create experiences. It's not about the manosphere, red pill, all this other bullshit, alpha, beta. Fuck all that, man. Go out there, live your best life, create relationship, network, and man, dude, just share the experience with other people, man.
You there right by the monument. I know exactly where you're at.
Yeah, my hotel was like right across the street from it. So,
and guys, just remember, I know in some of the comments they were saying this, the old heads, they messed it up. I think it just goes with experience. If you don't know the air, get with somebody who has traveled before. Get somebody who is accustomed to what's going on. Don't go out there like a renegade. That's how you get messed up and in trouble. So you need to have a game plan when you go and make sure that you take care of yourself, because a lot of us are putting ourselves in situations that are costing us a heck of a lot more money than if we just did the right thing. I remember, and this is just to go back, I remember when I used to have some houses for rent, and I hired some I'll say crackheads to do some painting. It cost me more money than just hiring a good person to do it. So in the long run, it was better to spend the money and have it done right. So, and I say that to guys, I know you try to take the cheap way out and you want to be travel on a budget, but just spend the money. You can have a much more enjoyable time without all of the issues. Because no matter where if you in their country, it's their rules, and it's much harder. And they look at you like a gringo, so you're gonna get it some way or the other, one way or the other.
Yeah, guys, and just the videos being played is Guadalupe, area called Bosco. I actually did a 4-day glamping experience, guys. Glamping is glamorous camping, where we up in the mountains. I took my girlfriend at the time to Colombia, a Dominican chick to Colombia. So I brought sand to the beach, and we did 4 days up in the mountains, up in Guadalupe. area called Bosco, and we did literally. It was one of the best experience ever, man. When you wake up, we stayed in an igloo where it's invisible, so we could actually see everything going on around us. You hear the birds, you can hear all the animals chipping and eating or whatever. And when you take a shower outside, and the water's hot, so you got the cold air and the hot water mixing together. Ooh, man, that's an amazing experience, man. Fearless, I recommend you take the wife out there, man, to Guadalupe.
Brother, we've been out there. You know how many times we've been out there? We got kicked off.
No. I'm saying Bosco. You got to do the Bosco experience, man.
We're not allowed to
Bosco
go to
it's a nice hotel. I hear like it's a very nice hotel.
Yeah, go there, man. Look, if she's ever mad at you, bro, get that ticket.
No, brother, right here. Look, right there where you just showed.
No.
We got kicked off the jet skis. They told us don't come back.
What did you do?
What, the Bosco?
You know, I was out there riding in the lake and I flipped one of the jet skis and we just having fun and they came out and got us. They said, your ride is over. We was only out, we paid for an hour, we got 15 minutes. They said, your ride is over, brother.
I'm saying take the wife to Bosco, this area here. Take the wife there and do it. If you ever do anything stupid, you need to get yourself out of jail, take her here. Dude, trust me, she'll forgive you in a heartbeat, and you guys probably end up having some kids. It is what it is, man. This is the perfect place to be at. It's called Bosco. It's a glamping experience, and you get that full natural camping experience, but more luxury style. So definitely, and thank you, Sheena Fit. My apologies if I butcher your name. Thank you all for sharing. This has definitely boosted my confidence and traveling out of the country, and also has allowed me to see things from a different perspective. Thank you, guys. This is what we're talking about. Really? Yeah. Do you agree or disagree?
Oh, I think women knew the game way before the brothers did. So they know how to travel. They travel as a group. They travel smarter. They do their research beforehand. And, I hope that we can change the perspective and perception that people have when traveling. Get your passport just to, go to another culture to find out how it is. Because I think you can become so much more motivated when you've gone somewhere else and see your ideas spark, everything spark. So don't be afraid. I think there's a lot of fear in people going out.
Yeah. Always be inspired. And also, too, there are tons of communities out there where you could join and meet like-minded people. I've met, again, look, I'm a heterosexual black man. I love women. I have a beautiful fiance, but I met a lot of great men during my travels where like, yo, we're friends, we're buddies. And to this day, dude, I could call them on the phone. Hey, let's take a trip to so-and-so place. And guess what? We going. And that's what we do now, Fearless. Mm-hmm. Hey, I say, hey, I'm going to Mexico City for my 46th birthday. Who's coming with me? When is it? April 18th. All right, I'm coming. It's as simple as that. So you create your own community, guys. Create your own community. You don't need a movement or a space. Dude, create your own. Find dudes that think and move just like you and just do it. All right, guys, this is Ecuador.
If you wait for other people to join to your trip, like you would never gonna trip. Gotta just do it yourself.
Yeah. And this is for Sheena. If you've never been to a place, hire somebody like the Colombian guide. He will make sure that you're taken care of. He'll book your trips. He can get your excursions. I know you said you were taking a cruise. This is the person you got to find to go out in those places. This will open up your horizons to
thanks for to show love, bro. I really appreciate that.
And guys, if you ever think about going to Ecuador, this is Ecuador. Ecuador has the third largest black population in South America. There's shitload of black folks in Ecuador. When I was walking around, I felt like I was seeing my cousins. I was like, damn, we here too?
Yeah. So you feel like the soccer team. I was like, soccer team is a lot of black guys.
Yeah, man. I was like, wow. Yeah, the soccer team, because they're all from Esmeraldas.
Yeah, a lot of black guys over there.
Yeah, guys, man. But man, hey, this has been a great live, man. I really enjoy the energy. Man, what do you guys think, man?
Yeah, it's been great, bro. Like, actually, every time I think like every time, like, we do a live, like it's every time like it's a good energy, the best vibes all the time, because we know about what we're talking about. We ain't playing. We ain't talking bullshit. Like we're bringing people the real information. And we got, we show them. It's like we ain't talking. We also show them. What it is. We talking about something that we know.
Yeah. One thing, guys, listen, man. I got nothing to gain. Nothing to gain from this, man. Look, at the end of the day, the OGs put me on game, and all I'm doing is passing the torch to you guys. I want you guys to go out there and see the world. There's so much to see, and man, just go out there and see it, man.
Correct.
Go out there and see it, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and have Fearless close it out, man. It's been over 2 hours, man.
Yes,
Wow,
sir.
this has been awesome, man. What do you think? I mean, Fearless. I mean, you got a podcast channel. Let everybody know what your podcast channel is about, as well as Colombia and Carlos. I'm gonna have Fearless go first. We're gonna have
the one I put in now is my podcast, so that's where I'm gonna be talking about relationships, thing that's going on more live. The second channel is a travel channel, so I'll put that in where I travel. I can do more of my travel experiences. I wanted to separate the two because not to get them convoluted. Where I show everything where I travel to all the countries, the food I taste, the reviews that I do, the places you can go, and the fun and experiences that you have. To sum up this podcast, I think that sometimes what has happened is a lot of the people that have traveled have ruined the name of especially us Black people that are traveling, and they have messed up the perception. So I want you to know, if you go somewhere, vet the people that are around you. Make sure that if you are in another country, that you have someone that can show you the ropes. The one thing that you always want to do, the number one rule I go to when I go out of the country, is I want to come back home.
Yeah.
Some way. So, you got to be safe. And there's a few ways you can do that. If you're traveling for women, I understand that brothers may not have the best opportunity to meet a beautiful woman, and they may have to pay. If you have to pay, go to a safe place to do it. But it's better to meet someone who is more traditional and will take care of you out of love and not out of money. So I want guys to experience things and have an eye-opening experience and enjoy their travels. There are 8 billion people in this world. I can't meet them all, but I sure want to try.
Hey, Fearless, can I say something before Carlos says something? Guys, my last trip in Dominican Republic, where I met Fearless and his wife, and shout out to Trini somewhere out there. I got food poison. I think I got alcohol poison. Where literally, when I got back to my place, for 2 days I was vomiting and shitting like crazy. And the thing is, I'm not like, for me, wake up vomiting, guys, is not a great feeling, man. And my girl literally had to carry my big ass body frame to the bathroom, so I could not walk. Look, man, if you find a good woman, man, listen, man, cherish that person, because that's hard to find.
Yeah.
That's look, guys, I'm sharing my testimony to you guys. Listen, man, I got a good woman. I will not fuck that shit up, man. Because like, for her to clean after all of my vomit in the room on the bed sheets, because it just came out of nowhere, and she had to carry me to the bathroom. Guys, I'm a big guy. I mean, Fearless big, but I'm bigger than Fearless. and it's just like, she had to carry me to the bathroom to make sure that I could continue to vomit this stuff out. So guys, if you are looking for a good woman, you're not going to find it at the clock tower. You're not going to find it at the park. You're not going to find it at the beach. You got to go out there and put yourself in a position where you can meet good people. It's what it is. You're not gonna find it that easy. So all this thing about, hey, you're gonna find this fit feminine woman, dude, that's bullshit. First, work on yourself. If you got any hangups, you got any issues that you're dealing with, go fucking seek therapy. Go deal with yourself before you decide to go find a relationship. Because the thing is, the worst you want to do for that next woman is carry that same bullshit that you carried from that last relationship to the next relationship. So make sure you go out there and seek the help you need. And two, if you do meet that good person, don't fuck that shit up, man. Don't bring that same bullshit that you do to the next relationship. Because the thing is, as we get older, the likelihood of us meeting good quality people gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So that's all I gotta share. I gotta say that testimony to go. If you guys want to go out there and find a good woman, look, recognize when you find a good woman and don't fuck it up. And also too, cherish that person, because again, the likelihood of you find that good person like that again is very slim as you get older. It is what it is.
I'll answer this question real quick, and then I'll let Carlos go. So, what do you guys do for work? Yeah. So I think what I do is I wanted to become a digital nomad, and I wanted to travel remotely. So I put myself in that position. I went to school so I could get my degree in information technology and master's degree in business. So I am an executive at an automobile company where I do cloud architecture and cloud security. So everything I do is in IT work. I really recommend brothers to do that because the pay is extremely high, well into the six figures. Once you get to a certain level, the work is extremely easy and you're getting paid for it. So I think I don't want to say that. Let me not say that. I don't want to say I work less. I just think I work smarter than I ever did. I get paid higher. The benefits are greater, and I get to travel the world whenever I want to and get to go places. And I say that because I think a lot of other cultures, Asian, white, Indian, are taking advantage of the tech companies or tech things, and we are not. I think we are missing out as Black people in that great opportunity to do so. So that's what I do for work. I do cloud architect, cloud engineer, cloud security. So I say that to hope that other people can look at what we do and also follow in those footsteps.
Okay. I guess for me, I've been a digital nomad for over 8 years, where I literally worked remotely for 8 years. So before the pandemic, I was working remotely. My background is tech and marketing, so I focus a lot on digital marketing to sales. Currently, I work as a consultant for a variety of different companies. One of them is a tech company. As of right now, I'm no longer a digital nomad. I'm actually going to the office. So, I decided to make more of an executive move to increase my pay as well as my position. But for the past 7-8 years, I literally lived as a digital nomad. I was traveling the world, working remotely, making over six figures. And again, I just picked the right field. I'm in tech, marketing, sales. So that does it. So guys, that's my background. And again, I surround myself with like-minded brothers, such as Fearless, such as Carlos. And again, it doesn't matter what your background is, as long as you're a good person, I fuck with you. If I see any type of shadiness, anything that's kind of off about you, I ain't fucking with you. It's, that's how I move. So guys, you could do the same. You could put yourself in the same position. There's a lot of interesting tech fields out there you could get into where you can make six figures and live, and travel the world and live comfortably, but put yourself in a position. Understand that you got to study, network, go out there, mingle. You can't do that just being antisocial. It's not going to happen. So guys, put yourself in a position to win, but also to put yourself out there to go out there and network and just take chances.
Correct. And subscribe to my channel. I actually will be posting a video I had on my new channel, how I became a digital nomad. So the way that I went there was the traditional way, because the school that I went to, which I'm from Ohio, the University of Cincinnati, it allowed me to have a co-op position. And I thought that was important to do, to be able to co-op with companies. And that gave me the experience. And actually, that's how I got my position now. But the way the tech companies are, you can actually get some certifications that will work just as well for you. I think the only problem that I have had with that is brothers just don't dedicate it. If you dedicated yourself a few hours a day, in 6 months, you could be at six figures. And even if you are not technically inclined, you could do something like a PMP, which is a project manager, or you could be a
I got my certification in that. I got my certification in PMP.
Yeah, or you could be a scrum master, which doesn't require the technical part, but you still make the six figures. So just reach out to me. I'll put my email inside of the chat. I'm happy to discuss that with you because I always am interested in bringing brothers into the tech field.
Guys, one thing you want to look into as well in the corporate space is called fractional work. I actually provide services to small businesses where I'm making at least $60 an hour. So today I had my first client, which is the auto services. I'll be helping them with their digital marketing and, driving business. And I'm charging $60 an hour. That's my part-time job. That's not my main job. So I'm bringing two incomes. And now I'm trying to find another contract. So again, guys, whatever your skill is in the digital space and the IT space, you could actually contract your services out to small, mid-sized companies and make more money. So again, don't ever feel limited to doing customer service to work remotely. Guys, I have friends right now living in Costa Rica, in Brazil, in Colombia, Medellin right now, making $250,000, $300,000 a year. And they living like kings. Trust me, they don't have the same issues what's happening in pocket areas. They don't deal with that. These guys are like, dude, imagine you live in another country making over $200,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, you keep a low profile. No one doesn't know what you make. You're not driving a Mercedes truck. You're not wearing Louis Vuitton bag. You're wearing Chuck Taylors. You're in IT. Most IT guys, we keep a low profile.
This is my weapon of choice. This is all I need. This is my weapon of choice right here. With this, I can do anything and be anywhere in the world.
Hey, here it is right here. Look, this baby right here, make my salary. This is my salary.
Ooh.
Take this baby on my backpack. I'm gone. And guys, you could do the same exact thing. Put yourself in a position to win, and you can live this lifestyle, man. Again, it's not that difficult. Look, if you want to get coaching, definitely go out and seek it. But again, guys, put the work in. You got to put the work in. It's what it is.
I guess we'll let the Colombian guy close us out.
Yeah, Carlos, man, close us out, man. Send us home.
Yeah, man. No, I was just listening to y'all. So, the answer for the guy, I was asking, what do I do for a living? So, well, I own my company for tourists, but I work like in the boat game also. Like I met this guy from Spain, like he had like two boats, and when he's outside of the city, so I manage his boats for him. He paid me for that. And then, I have my own agency, like stay busy almost all the time. Sometimes it's a slow season, but thank God I always making like almost like every month, like making more than 1K. It's a good salary for a 24 years old in Colombia. So
yeah, that's good. That's good.
And you have to sell your body. You don't have to sell your body for that.
Yes. Yeah, and now I'm growing up with my channel. I'm growing up with my channel. So I was when I started with the channel, I started with the channel like a year ago, and then I stopped because I was getting like so busy with my university and the business. Then I quit from the university, and now I'm just only focused on my business. And then I go back to the to the channel, the videos, all that. And when I sell out with the project again, I was doing like interviews and all of that. But I realized like a lot of business owners, like they don't want to do the interviews. I got to be behind them, all of that. They're tripping all the time. And I'm like, man, I'm paying for this video. You ain't spending nothing. I'm paying for this video, which is going to be for you. It's going to be for my channel, and then but it also is going to be for you. So, and then like I did, I try to like walk away from the interviews. All of that. When I did that, it was like let's say like a month ago. And then I said like, bringing like the videos with the updates about the city, all of that. And then I won like almost like 300 subscribers to my channel. So I'm like, I can do videos in the office, and and I don't have to pay nobody, and I don't have to be like begging people for videos.
Yeah. Well, guys, if you have not subscribed to the Colombian Guide CTG Connection, please subscribe to him. Carlos dropped the link for the people who are watching, guys. If you've been watching for the past couple of hours, please make sure to like, subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Again, look, we're just sharing information with you guys. You're not paying for this information. We're sharing this information for free. And we just want to see you guys win. And man, listen, it was a great live. I really enjoyed. I got a buzz. I already finished my damn bottle of wine. Did you finish your bottle, Fearless, or what's up? What's going on?
Still.
I'm gonna give a plug for my channel. So my next live is Canal has been getting on me. It's called "I'm Not Black, I'm Dominican." So that's the next live that's coming out. So get ready.
Okay. And Carlos, are you planning to have a live on your channel anytime soon?
Yeah, bro. Well, I'm not sure. I usually, I also, you always invited me, to your show, the live. You kind of like the only person that I do lives, because I'm the type of person like, I won't like to do lives with everybody. There's a lot of people, they just bring bullshit to the table, and I just want to share information with the real ones. We don't want fake people, bringing like fake shit. I just want, real people, so we can bring, the real information, to all the guys.
Hey guys, they're asking you to post your link in your channel. So Fearless, Carlos, drop the link to the channel on the chat in the comment section.
Yeah, I would do it. Yeah, I would do it for real. After we finish the live, I would do it.
They're asking for it.
Okay, yeah. Let me. Okay, I do it right now.
So I guess I'm gonna close it out, man. Listen, man, this is Brazil. The video you guys seeing is Brazil, man. This is area called Madureira, Casa Black Rio. I had a great time. Brazilian are very friendly. Definitely, man. Look, I'm gonna say this, man. I really enjoy these lives. I've gotten so better. I got so much better doing these lives compared to. I was looking at my first live compared to how I look now. Completely different. It's like it's night and day difference, man. I'm showing you guys my authentic personality. I'm giving you guys. This is me. This is who I am. When Fearless meet me in person, this is what he sees. Mm-hmm. And I just want to say thank you so much for supporting the channel. And again, I'm not a big YouTuber that's out there trying to like sell a gimmick or whatever. I just want to give you guys real information, pass a baton. You guys go out there, live your best life, man. Go out there, find the career you want. Put yourself in a position to win. If you're looking for love, man, put yourself in a position to find love. Just put yourself in a position to do well in life. And just want to say thank you, man. If you guys have not liked the video, make sure to subscribe both to Fearless and the Cuban the Guy channel, but also make sure to like our videos. More content coming soon, more collabs. Me and Fearless, we're going to Mexico City in April. Hey, did you get your ticket?
It's already bought, brother.
When?
For the 18th through the 22nd. I leave early in the morning on Monday. Yeah, that's the only bad part. I think I leave at 5 a.m. on Monday.
All right, cool. Because I got my ticket for the 18th to the 22nd. We get there at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll be there early.
So, hey, we're going to be in Mexico City, man. This is going to be content-driven, focused, good times. Mexico City for 4 days. Then the next trip for us together will be in Cali, Colombia. So, hey, we're going to make sure we don't get drugged and robbed while we're down there. And it's just what it is. It's what it is.
Caleños don't play that game, bro.
Hey, man, look.
Fucking paisas, they the one that do that. Fucking paisas, they the one that like to play that game. Caleños, they might want to do it.
Yeah. Majority of the time in Cali, man, you blend in. There's so many black people there, man. You kind of blend in. It's like
It's a lot of black people. Yeah, a lot of black people over there. 'Cause, you know, they got the Pacific around there, so
Yeah.
they got a lot of these towns like Buenaventura, all of these towns. Like all you will see is black people, and then the whites that you will see over there, they actually, you know, how like groceries store, like business and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Majority of people you will see there is black. Like, they would see gringos over there, they would be like, they won't recognize.
Hey, Carlos, why don't you
Yeah.
come meet us in Cali, Colombia, dog?
Yeah,
Come
bro. I
join
think
us,
like
man.
I'm gonna head that way, God willing, this year. We were the last year in Cali, you know, around that time, you know, Patronio Festival. So yeah,
Yeah,
we
that
definitely, you know,
festival.
we consider that something.
Hey,
God
man,
willing.
look, it's gonna be me. What? Cassidy was there. Fucking Trini. Hopefully he's not scared. You know, Trini's like a puss ass, all scared and shit. So it's like, then there's Fearless and there's me. Dude, come and join us, man. Dude, we're gonna be deep. So we're gonna go out there and have a good time,
we
man.
definitely can do that. God
Yeah,
willing.
the festival, the Afro-Colombian Festival, man, is about Black pride, you know, Black Colombian life, and just enjoy the culture, the food, and have a good time, man. So,
Yeah, that's
guys,
what's
look,
up.
with that being said, guys, thank you so much. It's been over 2 hours
Yeah,
and
thanks
32
to you,
minutes
my brother.
live. Guys, stay warm for all my Northeast, Midwest. Stay warm. It's cold. This weekend's gonna be extremely cold. Stay warm. To all the rest of my people, man, stay blessed. Be careful out there, and peace, love, and happiness, guys. Guys, take care. Peace.
Yeah. Same to you, my brother.
Later, bro.